I level up,
You're good. You're good.
but I'm pretty much good.
Is your baby on screen?
Not yet. About to be.
I gotta get through your app first.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Council of Thieves stream. We just had a bit of a late start because we got stuck behind a car wreck on the way home. We're here now. As you can see, Stella's kind of just chilling with me right now. Yeah, hi. Mom's busy at the moment, but she'll pick her up in a second. Yeah? You want to say anything? Yeah, thanks, bud. You're so smart. Alright, so, brief recap of what the heck went on last time. After securing Delve Haven as the new base of your resistance movement, there was a colossal explosion with a devil face in the sky. Now, you trace that explosion back to Abrian's Folly, the mayor's house where you went to the party all those books ago. I believe it was in book 2. Now, it seems that beneath the pit, there is some sort of maze-like thing, which you guys correctly assumed was the Nessian Spiral, a kind of cousin to the Asmodean Knot, that extra-dimensional space you guys found, but this one is wholly on the material plane. Now, it seems as though this explosion was caused by a loosening of the bindings around the Pit Devil, very high-ranking, that's like a CR20 devil, that was given to the mayor's family many generations ago by the House of Thrune when they took over Cheliax during the Civil War. There's all sorts of destruction around the pit. There are these weird, like, eternally burning fires shooting out. But in addition to that, you guys found a whole bunch of weird factions around here. You found a lot of devils that didn't really seem where they were summoned from, although you did see a few diabolists among the ruins. You saw these weird 2 groups of robed figures. However, the robed figures haven't really identified much yet. You also found out that the guard, the constabulary, the dotery as it's known here, had been infiltrated by a number of vampires, perhaps. Certainly a fair amount of vampiric spawn. Which, thanks to some magical surges and some excellent combat fighting, you guys were able to kill off fairly quickly. In addition, you searched through several houses. You searched this area over here, where you found what had once been kind of a vagabond, a homeless person in the city turned vampire. Slew him, although it seems like he was probably working for somebody else, not on his own. In a nearby nobleman's kind of guard house before the main mansion, you killed not only a bone devil, which is kind of a higher ranking devil than you guys have fought previously, but you found 2 strangely large lemure devils, those kind of ones that are shaped out of a blob of like massless flesh. And you had fought some of these previously in the tournament, the Hellcallers Cup, but these were near like triple the size. They were hitting harder. They took longer to kill. But you managed to fight them off nonetheless. Additionally,
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
You're good. We're just going over a recap on the stream right now. You're fine. Yeah, you like recaps? Yeah, thanks, bud. She's not even upset. She's just smiling and cooing. And then you guys, when you came back outside, you fought in Arrhenius. This is also known as a Fury. These kind of bird women devils from the pit. Not sure where she came from, but in an epic sniper duel, she ended up slaying our lovely monk, who now lies in peace. Oh, I know, sweetheart. Sorry.
Rip Malachi.
Oh, rip Malachi. But
She's crying for Malachi.
she is crying for Malachi. He will be replaced shortly by a new character. You ended up getting your rest. You knew you had a few days to kind of get things done around here. So I believe I posted in the chat before how many days of downtime you had. I want to say it was 10 off the top of my head.
You said 20.
20? Alright. So
20 days.
you guys can.
But we're
do...
not done in this area, right?
No, this is basically you got the only area left to investigate. Is the remains of Abrian's Folly. So that's kind of where Zakana and our new tokens up there. Ooh my. That's where they're standing. This is the only kind of section you haven't been in on this map. After that, though, kind of begins this few weeks of, almost 3 weeks, of preparatory time as you figure out what the hell is going on here. As the streets have kind of just gone mad at this point. Not only that, you did also talk to the mayor himself, who is, like, really badly beaten up. He told you all about Libdaga, the twin, who is the pit fiend. He warns you that this whole area is crawling with devils, thugs, diabolists, and worse. He seems to have been betrayed by Crosale. That was like the major domo to his house, who looked kind of just like an old human woman when you all talked to her. But it turns out that she is in fact a tiefling. He doesn't know who she's working for, if she's working alone. But she caused this massive explosion. He also told you that she stole, essentially, like, make this happen, she stole the, like, original contract that was given to the Abernaxy family from the House of Throne. So she presumably still has that somewhere. And the only thing you have not investigated is his dwelling place. So, just going back down to that. So I was just going through all these notes I took from last time. This is the Ruined Manor. Now, are you guys trying to go straight there, or are you trying to talk to any of just the kind of people around here? There's a lot of, like, displaced noble people in this area. Are you trying to get any more information from them, or just going straight into the Ruined Manor?
You said there's the nobles are outside milling around?
Yeah, there's definitely, I'd say there's probably like a mix of, like, servants, because this is, like, the nice part of the town, you know? So a lot of these kind of partially crumbled houses, there is a fair amount of, you know, the servants as well as the nobility. Honestly, the only reason there wasn't, like, huge casualties is because this was, like, the wealthy district. If this had been, like, the populated, like, lower class area, it would have been, like, devastating, like, body count in the hundreds. As it is, you've only seen maybe, like, a few dozen bodies around, and Susan went around healing a good number of the injured last session as well. Good Stelly. Yeah, so what do you guys think? You're trying to, like, kind of get some info from them, trying to just barge straight in? And I was thinking that our lovely new character, Lemmy, I figured there's plenty of people in town who want to investigate this explosion. Perhaps you could meet them inside the house when they arrive.
Agreed.
All right. So, Susan, Acro, Zakana, what do you guys think? Diving straight in or interviewing some people?
The thrall guards or the vampire guards, did they revert after we killed the gangrel?
There was a few regular, like, once a vampire thrall has been, like, turned, it's hard to turn them back. So a few of them got away. You killed most of them in that burst of sunlight and just in combat because the vampire called a lot of them back to that house. Okay. Although anyone who, like that lieutenant you talked to in the Dotery, anyone who was dominated was freed after that. Because his instructions to them, because he wasn't a very smart vampire, were just like, oh, as long as I'm around to give orders, you know, obey me. And so as soon as he died, they're like, oh shit, I'm free.
Okay.
You here for the baby?
I'm here for the baby. Whoa, Loki, what you doing?
Okay. Oh, you smiling? You see, Mom? All right, baby.
Yay.
Thanks for
Bye,
talking on the
baby.
stream. We'll see you later. Oh no, you're wrapped up in my headphones. You gotta let go of them, bud. You can't hold on to
Drow
them.
and Alertius.
Oh yeah, we already got 2 drops in there. You wanna come around the side, April?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Mom's gonna take you now. Loki, get out of here. Dog is also here. Alright, little baby boo. We'll see you later. Alright. Shout out to special guest star Stella. What a baller. Alright. Apologies, I was a little bit distracted there as wife came in. What was the last thing you said?
I don't know, man. My ADHD is on fire today.
Dude, I feel that so much. My ADHD was raging this week. Okay. So, I'm gonna say, if we don't have a definitive decision, shall we march into the house?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's
Down.
fucking do it.
It's already on the house.
All right, I'm gonna gather up, except for Malachi's corpse. Just gonna gather up our tokens.
Are we gonna have a funeral for Malachi?
Hey, that's up to you guys.
What was the
Has
question?
Lemmy joined us already?
He hasn't yet. I'm just he's gonna be like 1 or 2 rooms farther in from where you guys arrive, having already kind of heard about this place and started to investigate. Lemmy, do you think your Eidolon would already be out?
Oh, yes.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
I figured
So
most
Malachi's
likely
still lying there.
it takes a while to summon them, but thought I'd check.
Is Malachi still lying outside in the ruins?
He's just chilling. I mean, the ruins are like, apart from Susan, who's immune to fear, when people go down there, they start screaming, so it's not ideal. Alright, let's bring our friends over here.
This is a 5 foot per square map.
This is back to 5 foot per square.
Thank God.
So as you can see,
Both of
it's
them-
kind of rotated from the like where the big version of it is on the map. But essentially, you guys are coming in from the north, and this is like the side closest to the blast area.
Hey Ben,
Yes, sir.
I was hoping to get Sakana to like come down the chimney like Santa Claus, but that's okay.
Let me see if there is a working chimney still. Well, first I'm just going to kind of describe what it looks like as you are rolling up here. The ruined manor. Little remains of Abrian's folly, but mounds of smoking rubble and several partially collapsed fireplaces. Okay, so I guess they are collapsed is the answer. Here and there, a bit of furniture or decor survives, casting a reminder of the once rich appointments of the destroyed manor. Only at the far eastern end does any of the buildings seem to have survived. A wing of the ground floor framed in rubble. All right, so you guys are coming in through kind of the destroyed side.
Does Acro march up too, now that he's rejoined us?
Yes, sorry, I grabbed Accio instead of Acro. My bad. I believe Accio is not here, as I haven't heard from them. Acro, where'd your did you drag your token in, Acro?
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, just drop him over by
I'll-
Susan in the top corner.
Yeah, I'm still looking at feats. And
No, you're
Let's
fine,
go.
dude, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, I
and
should
for our
probably
lovely
select
friends who are
a fate.
dropping loot, very shortly when they investigate the next place, they will get that sweet loot drops. All right, so let me describe the room you are in now. The ruined foyer is exposed to the elements. Much of the ceiling has fallen away, and the northern and eastern walls are open to the ruins of the surrounding destruction. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you look around this room. Where are my sweet council dice at? There they are. Black and gold, feeling rich. Whoa, 34 Zakana, good God.
Does that include the +5 from the lens, Akana?
Yes, including the
Including plus 5? Okay, so 34, and then, I mean, 2 over 10s assisting up to a 38. Even though they are partially hidden right now, that's actually going to beat them. And Lemmy, go ahead and give me a roll as well from the other room. See if you hear, like, the noises these creatures are going to make as they rock up. That would certainly do it. They are not going to be able to get the drop on you guys, so no surprise round. But a creature that you are all too familiar with in this city as it has begun to be plagued by all manner of them. More shadow beasts appear. Even though it is not fully nighttime, it's still kind of in dusk. You see 4 shadows rise up like out of the floor. You kind of saw their hands and heads flickering beneath, but they were not able to sneak up on you due to the non-level nature of this ground. And because of that, go ahead and roll straight for initiative.
So no chimney?
No, that's what part of the description was. The collapsed fireplaces. The chimneys are like in disrepair.
Got it.
Yeah, that's about par for the course.
You had like
Acro.
73 nat 20s the session before this, or before last.
What are
You'll
you
be
talking
okay.
about?
You
That
and
was like
frickin-
last
Okay.
month.
You and frickin' Cetus from from Tuesday's game should be pals, because it is insane how many low rolls you guys are getting. Also, welcome back to the game, Acro. Missed a week.
thank
We're happy
you.
to have you back.
Yeah.
Um,
Back.
28, utterly disgusting. All right, then let's get these lovely shadows in on the fun. I legit think the creators at Pathfinder are in love with the shadow creature, because I think every AP I have ever run has had shadows. All right. So that is indeed going to be Zakana first.
Zikana's gonna delay to after Susan.
Smart man. Or lady.
Delay till after Susan, you said?
Yeah. Is Akio not here?
Not that I've heard from them.
No.
So I messaged them separately. They might have some stuff. I know they were traveling recently, so they might have some stuff going on. We will keep updated as we go. But for now, I just want to keep going because we had a late start. Yeah, sorry. So who are you delaying after who?
Susan.
After Susan? Okay, let's drop you down to an 18. All right. In that case, Susan, go ahead and take your turn. Zakana will go after you.
All right, so there's 4. We fought shadows approximately 25 times before this. Would I be able to tell if these are, the lesser or normal?
Okay, so yeah, you have fought them a lot now. You know they're not greater shadows. They're not those minor ones you fought in the Pathfinder, like loot stash you found in that cave. These are just regular shadows. Your typical normal shadows.
Got it.
Which honestly, you guys have made so many checks on them at this point. You guys can just look up the fucking stat block to regular shadows. Like, your characters know what's going on.
The problem is strength drain, right? And there's no
The big problem is
there's no
strength drain.
save. You just get hit and you get drained. That's it. So I'm trying not to get surrounded by shadows.
Very valid.
And I can't 5-foot step and be in reach right now. Ben.
You can't 5 foot
killing
7
me.
reach right now. I'm
Right.
killing you. Sorry. You could ready a standard action to attack whichever one gets nearest.
Right, but that's not a full round. I guess I wouldn't have a full round anyways, would I?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna, up to you. If you wanna kind
I'll
of,
do a 10. It's gonna be a 10-foot charge, just straight onto the guy in the front.
sure, hell yeah. Get that extra charge bonus in here.
+2 to that.
All right. +2 to that. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know why it's fire. It's definitely holy, but that's fine.
The flames of God himself. Okay, so first of all, that fire is going to do full damage. You guys know their stats. They have 19 HP. So already 5 is knocking off a good chunk. And then you have a +2 greatsword now. That 29 halved from incorporeal, that's still going to be a kill on the first shadow. As your like glowing greatsword just whoom, its bottom half and top half separate and just break up into black mist. All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot they take half from non-ghost touch.
Yeah.
That's even worse. God, I hate these things.
they're genuinely like the fucking worst. Lemmy, what better time to ingratiate yourselves to a party than jump in the fight? What you doing?
Can you clear the map a little bit so I can see where I am?
Yes, I was just hiding the rest of the rooms, but I will clear if Roll20 wants to let me get the clear tool. And you would be able to throw open the doors to those rooms. So you're kind of in this bigger, like storage room area. Then you're also in a small entryway is where Lemmy's standing.
I will move back behind Chuck. Chuck will move here.
Hell yeah.
And he will claw one at the door right there.
Go for it. And by now, Chuck's weapons or claws are magical at this point, aren't they?
He actually has ghost touch.
Oh, he's got ghost touch? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just assumed we'd be fighting more shadows.
That was a good call.
It was a very safe bet, I'm sure.
Yes, that is absolutely a hit, dealing full damage with ghost touch. This shadow kind of turns around, eyes glowing, trying to be extra creepy. And this is maybe the first time you've heard it like hiss with surprise when you fought a shadow, as Chuck's claws just tear through this shadowy substance as though it was flesh.
Did Chuck only take a 5-foot step? Is that?
He did.
I feel like he can attack again, probably.
Oh, can I?
If you only 5-foot step, yeah, you can use all your, you can full attack, baby. With your,
Oh. Alright then. Well, second claw.
16 is also a hit. For 15 max damage. These two claws basically see Chuck just like back of hand to back of hand stick the claws in this thing's chest and just rip in either direction. Another shadow goes down.
Is he able to reach the one on the other side of the door there?
I would say he could try to reach his arms around because they're pretty long. That being said, it's going to have improved cover, so it's going to be pretty hard to hit.
Okay.
But still possible.
Just 1 second, I gotta see if Ren works after I kill something.
I think Rend has to be on the creature that was hit with the two claws.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do my wing buffet then.
Did someone say buffet?
Buffet. That's awesome.
Yummy.
My brain like froze when you said that. I was like, "There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's an ability called that."
I'll be getting wing buffets. Honestly, I would like some
Okay,
wing
those.
buffets.
Chuck tries to like batter through this wooden wall with the wings, and just to no avail. Like the boards kind of crack a little bit, but not enough to hit the shadow.
Stirs up dinner, but nowhere to go.
All right. Everyone gets their plate for the buffet. That is going to be the shadow's turn.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Is that
What?
Are there still more? Fucking idolers.
And I'm gonna shoot at the one right in front of me. This one.
Oh, you have an action.
Oh,
too, yeah.
right. You are also a person. And you haven't acted yet, right? So you get both attacks?
Yep.
All right, and it's a magical crossbow. So first one hits, halved to 3, brings him down to a 15. Crit is a confirmation, have the crit to a 6. So the rear shadow is down to 9. This one has not taken any hit points yet. Very effective term. My Sirenscape's still doing this weird thing. I don't know if it like needs an update or what, where it's not letting me play weapon sound effects, but it sounds like as the arrows fly forward. We got the music though, boys. All right. Oh man.
Zakana, did you go?
Still delaying.
You're still delaying out of it?
Oh,
Okay. That's what do you want to jump in before the shadows, or you wait for the shadows to go?
After the shadows, yeah.
After shadows? Okay, let me delay you again. Give me 1 sec. Bring it down to 13. Alright. This one, the injured one, is going to attempt a charge on Chuck. So that's going to be an op attack, I presume with your Ghost Touch clause.
Yep.
Jesus fuck. Well, you already knew he had 9 health left, so this thing rushes in like these creepy undead noises, and Chuck just fucking takes its head off with the claws. Like, weirdly, you see a head made of shadow just bounce and roll across the floor before vaporizing. Also, I love that from where you guys are standing, you can't fucking see Chuck and whoever's firing this crossbow. You're just seeing, like, a rain of feathers and glowing claws eviscerate these shadows.
Yeah, we definitely saw the buffet happen, right?
Yeah. You definitely saw the boards beginning to crack. So you probably can, like, see kind of a little bit through the wood this insane creature beyond. I'll blow Chuck up so we can see a bit better after the fight's over. But final shadow, gonna 5-foot step in. Enemies are gonna get 1 attack.
Okay, that's fine.
Pray tell, what is your touch AC? Because I'm pretty sure he just blew that attack.
12.
Okay. So he got a 7 + 4 for an 11.
Very nice. My God.
As the party's just like, so this is like a shadow beast plague in the city. It seems pretty chill from our point of view. Utter fail. Zakana, your turn.
So she's gonna try and do some acrobatics over these boys here to flank. Does that work?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely does.
So she just yells like, "For Malachi!"
Hell yeah. Avenge our boy.
Huh.
The shadows had nothing to do with it.
But it's the passion
Doesn't
that's
matter.
there.
all against them.
12's a miss.
Everything we call Malachi.
17's a hit though.
17?
Magic longsword, so it still counts but halved. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that on you. Down to a 12. So just the regular weapon brings it down to a 12. And then having the sneak attack, it's gonna be a 4.
Oh. Still up.
Still barely up there.
It's gonna be the one that reduces his AC by 2.
Okay. You stab the longsword into its back, and just with the kind of light layer of enchantment, you are able to shred some of this shadow material out of the realm. All right, big boy Acro back in action.
All right.
And Labrad, bring the fight.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna move over here.
Malachi's
I'm going
dead,
to
by the
make
way.
a knowledge religion check against it because I decided on taking the cunning killer feat. So if it has 4 or less intelligence, I get bonuses against it.
Shadow. It does have 6 intelligence.
Shoot. Okay. Well, I got a new teamwork feat this level.
Oh, baby.
I got improved outflank, so I can flank from an adjacent spot that would normally be flanking. So I am flanking with Zakana, technically, as if I was in Susan Square.
That
You're
is
still-
very cool.
Here.
That is dope.
Oh, from an unoccupied square. I'm sorry.
But you're still
okay.
flanking anyway.
I am, but I was
You still got flanking with Zakana, so you still get your damage in.
Oh, okay.
Just
Then,
barely, yeah. You're just barely clipping that corner with the arrow.
Here we go.
Yeah. God, I was so fucking scared it was gonna be a nat 1.
You mean nat 20, right?
Even halved. Your flail whirls around your head 3 times and then just strikes straight through the chest, and the shadows fade into the night. All right.
Maybe we should take a teamwork feed.
Just everybody?
No, me, because I haven't taken my feet yet.
Oh, word. All right. So first of all, everybody's gonna get 800 XP for that fight, and thanks to Drow and who else was it? Alurdis in the chat. We're gonna get 2 random drops. There's only 4 of us here today. I'm just gonna roll a d4 to see who wants to roll the random drop stats.
You guys don't want to know where those shadows were keeping those items.
You see, they
What do you mean? They
form
just
out
one
of
of the
the raw material of the shadow plane.
shadow
Dark shit,
Sounds like
and
it could be
swords and
interesting.
stuff. All right, so that's not a fucking d4. Why did I roll a d12? It's a Friday.
You can just
You can just
divide
divide it by
3.
3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Too late. I already rolled one. Acro, I got a 1. Welcome back. You get to the first pick. Do you want weapons, armor, fucking wondrous items, all the above? What you feeling?
Let's do wondrous this time. I've been doing all of the above.
Okay. Go ahead and drop the d12 and then a d100. All right, that's a body slot. Ooh, 86 is not bad. What level did you guys get to now?
9.
9. Okay, that's gonna kind of permanently move you up to that next table there. 86. That's interesting. That was the best roll on this table. Go ahead and give me a spellcraft check.
Oh no. Does
No, we're
our new friend? Okay.
Roll it for Akio.
Okay. Here. You can phone a friend for Akio if it's not enough. 17 will do it though. All right. So, really this is going to be mainly good for Akio, ironically. This is a robe of arcane heritage. These elegant dark purple robes, these are kind of like woven out of shadow, are usually decorated with gold stitching suggesting a particular sorcerer bloodline, though some might indicate a family tree. When a sorcerer dons a robe of arcane heritage, the stitching pulls itself apart and reweaves to match her particular sorcerer bloodline. The wearer treats her sorcerer level as 4 higher than normal for the purpose of determining what bloodline power they have and their effects.
So the problem with getting this particular robe is Akio already has the Dapper robe, which is also a sorcerer wondrous item.
Honestly, wild that you guys keep rolling it. You know what? Akio's not here though, and I didn't get forewarning of them not being here, so I'm gonna say, you want to do a reroll on the body check?
Yeah, I'll reroll that.
Yeah. Let's get an item that works.
86.
Let's get an item that works for the
Okay.
session. I forgot he already had a specific robe for Akio that is for sorcerers, so I feel like we can do a reroll. Drow and Shock in the
40
chat though.
This time.
Yeah, the Dapper robe allows him to deliver his bloodline power spells
Oh yeah, from
through
range.
other spells as a touch attack.
Honestly, that might be better. All right, give me another. Well, actually, we'll just have the same spell.
I got a
check.
40 this time.
A 40?
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 40 for the item, but
All right. I actually haven't heard of this one. All right. This is again, this one is woven from that kind of like black shadowy material. This blue and black robe, seemingly made of silk, gives the impression of ice and frozen fog forming from its surface. This is a void frost robe. The robe grants the wearer cold resistance 5 and increases the caster level for all spells with the cold descriptor by 1. Once per day on command, the wearer of the robe can emit a 20-foot radius burst of cold. All other creatures within the area take 2d6 points of cold damage, reflex half.
Ow.
I wonder if our summoner cast spells.
Nothing that damages people.
Summoners get a... Don't you all get snowball?
Yet another robe we can't
Um,
use.
Don't think I get snowball. I might be able to. Hang on, let me look.
I think you... Well, at least I know Unchained did, because that's... the regular one got it back in the day, because I know I had snowball.
Yes, I do get snowball.
Hell yeah. You could even buy a page of spell knowledge to get that spell for just a gold instead of wasting a slot or wasting a level up spell.
It's true.
All right, and well, that's not even the end of it. Let's see what besides robes, who else is gonna roll today? That's gonna be Lemmy. We got our person back and our new character rolling. What are you thinking? Weapons, armor, wondrous, all the above?
Wondrous.
All right, go ahead and make a D12 and a D100. Let's see what slot we got this time. Ooh, shoulder slot. And a 41. Guys are level 9 now, so it's going to be table number 3. Alright. Oh, I feel like I remember this, and it's such a, like, extra item. Oh, man, I really hope it's what I'm thinking of. Give me one more spellcraft check. Okay.
We're gonna pinch it, Aki on that one.
Yeah, let's phone a friend here. Hold on, I'll roll for Accio. Let's see, character sheet. Okay, you guys can figure it out. This gaudy red and gold cape is a cape of the mountebank. Once per day, it lets you use Dimension Door, and when you disappear, it leaves behind a harmless cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar fashion at the destination.
Oh my.
So just such like an extra like, ha-ha! I vanish in smoke.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Yes.
Once per day, you can use Dimension Door on command.
Command.
Wow.
And it's an on command, which means it is technically a free action to activate this. So if you get, if you're up close dealing some damage, you could like do your full round and then just like peace out of there.
But it's a cloak slot, hey.
Shoulder slot, yeah. So it would
shoulder.
take if you have a cloak of resistance, it would take up that.
Ugh.
That's pretty awesome.
Can your Eidolon wear clothes?
They can wear certain magic items.
Yeah, they can wear cloaks. I can't wear one then. We
Oh,
share
yeah.
Right,
the same
they
slot.
share the slots. That's what it was.
Yep.
Honestly, I think that's a really cool way to do it.
It is.
All right. So,
So
Um,
Zikana like swords at the big bird behind
sort
there.
of stuff. Yeah, so you
bird.
guys see, let me blow up the token a little bit so our viewers can see how fucking dope this idol.
Oh.
Acro.
Does look super dope right now.
Now,
This is me after achieving my final form, blessed by Grotus.
this is when Acro ascends to become Grotus's new herald. That was wholly unintentional. Okay. This is Chuck the Eidolon, who I believe it's a little bit hard to tell, but the hands and feet are skeletal, right?
Yes.
Very dope. As you guys see this strange creature, as well as a, Lemmy, why don't you describe yourself as well? I'll make your token big too.
Sure. I'm a 5'3" half elf. Brown hair, green eyes. What you guys notice? My eyes they have like arcane runes, where my pupils should be.
That's
That's
really dope.
Normal. Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, completely normal here.
Yeah. The bird looks a bit intimidating though. So. And it's just rips shadows apart, so.
So what do you guys say? Is this these new people walk up, having slain some shadows, very professionally in front of you?
Quick
How big is
metagame
this
question.
Eidolon?
Yeah, quick metagame sidebar.
Paizo elves. Are they short elves or tall elves?
They're usually pretty tall.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, so a 5'3" half elf is not only like shorter than normal person short, but for even being a half elf, it's supremely short.
Half elf, half halfling.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, the other half would have to be halfling.
Normal elves in Pathfinder typically range between minimum like 5'6" to a max of 6'9".
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
So
there-
definitely on like and I believe half elves are pretty similar. So definitely on like the shorter end of being a half elf.
They're lanky.
Yeah. Okay, so half elves go down. The minimum is 5 feet 4 inches, max 6'6". Which, like, you can go above and below. It's like not
Yeah.
written in stone.
Yeah, I mean it's flavor,
Yeah,
right? So
like who cares? Yeah. So you guys see this rather on the short side half elf. What do you guys do?
Rather than the tall side Eidolon.
And a rather on the tall side. Look at that
Yes.
bullet here.
I don't know. How would we? I would just be like, Susan, is it evil?
do you ever ride on his shoulders so you can see over other people's heads? Down there.
What an intro question.
No, I don't tend to do that. I can actually look through his eyes if I want to.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm Susan. Lady here is
Baron.
Sakana. This guy behind me with the horn coming out of his face, that's Acro. I'd introduce you to Akio, but she looks different every single day, so it doesn't matter what she looks like right now. You won't recognize her tomorrow. We are.
They
she's
wave.
a dead body.
Masters of Aramaic.
Akio waves mysteriously in the background. Just enigmatic.
She's with the body of her dead friend right now. So
Would that be Malachi?
you know Malachi.
You know Malachi.
Yeah, he was my childhood friend.
Oh well, he just died outside, right outside there.
Wow, you're super tactful. You should probably stop talking.
Her charisma is like low, so
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
evident.
Chuck here, as kids, promised to guide me to the afterlife. When it was time to pass on.
well, I think you missed your chance. That was about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was busy doing some research about the corruption here.
I mean,
you could
I guess whatever your priorities are.
get a scroll of talk to dead, and you could talk to him, I guess.
I need a scroll for that.
Oh, okay.
You don't?
You didn't miss anything then, I guess. So do you want to come with us? We could finish looking up here, and then we could go to his funeral together.
I'd very much like that, yes.
I mean, we need to set up a funeral. Those things take time, man. Got to make
Yeah.
arrangements, get flowers.
Catering.
We'll do it in Delphaven. We've got a huge mansion now.
Then there's the wake, and you got to make all your niceties. Find a priest. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I think we'll spend about 20 days doing that. I think.
Nice. Yeah.
Holy shit. Alright, well, as you guys are kind of farther in now, you can see in there, I'm going to describe, since the doors are open to the left of Chuck, also Lemmy was already in this room, I'm going to describe what you're seeing in those two. Let's start with the small one on the left, E8. Seems to be some kind of empty bedroom. Contents of this room have been removed, leaving nothing but old shelves. A stained bedroll and a small leather sack sit on the floor. However, give me a perception check as you guys kind of begin to enter the room, looking over the remains of what was once an incredible mansion.
I don't know why anybody but Anna bothers rolling perception.
Because I miss rolling high perceptions. That's why.
There you go. Susan's
25.
perception should be good enough.
Actually, with all three of you assisting Susan, pushes you just over the necessary DC 30.
Oh, really?
Zakana didn't even roll.
Oh, fine, I'll roll.
Oh, because one was Chuck and one was Lemmy. Well, fuck me. Zakata also spots it. Lemmy, Chuck, Acro, and Baron Susan are just like putting their heads like, all right, well, examine that corner. You're like, put your weight on this board, see if it feels odd. There it is. Like, this board's loose. And the Zakana's like, oh, hey, by the way, that board's loose. So first of all, just within the like leather sack, it looks like someone was trying to get up as much valuable stuff from the mansion and make a break for it. Although weirdly, you don't see any body here, so it's weird that it got left behind. But the bags contained 2,500 gold pieces of like various like silverware, candlesticks, crystal decanters, other like rich people valuables, even like some rolled up paintings.
We will return those to the rightful owner.
Would be the mayor, would be the rightful owner. However, with that group check over 30 and Zakana's check over 30, you see that like long before, this looks like it was here before the explosion. One of the wooden floorboards here has a small like loop catch, like a little handle you could slip your finger through. It first looks like a crack in the wood, but you realize it's on a hinge. You can grab it and lift it up. Do you do so?
I asked the Eidolon if he wants to lift it up.
It shrugs. He shrugs and goes and lifts it up.
Okay. As you do, you spot, and those of you with detect magic spot a sword thrumming with magic. Not
is it a
only
longsword?
is it a longsword, it appears to be enchanted as well.
A greatsword? A greatsword, you said? I heard greatsword.
What I'm gonna do, because there haven't been any great swords, been a shit ton of long swords. I'm gonna make it a great sword because we already found a bunch of long swords.
My man. Good
All right.
looking out.
Oh,
Also, because I think this would be a phenomenal flavor-wise weapon for you of a great sword.
It's also cursed.
Hey, stop that. Oh.
It's cursed with instant death. We'll get to the flails.
oh, it's Drow again. She did.
Are you dropping more items for my people? Damn it.
She is. I've got
okay.
I need to spend.
There's going to be another secret item, but behind the hidden sword. All right, go ahead and give me a spellcraft check on this badass looking sword.
Okay, just cast Identify.
Yeah, hell yeah, you can cast Identify.
I don't feel like wasting first slot for now.
All right, the magic.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Chuck knows what it is.
The runes like briefly glow in Lemmy's eyes, and then he just focuses his power through Chuck, and Chuck kind of lifts the like great sword out of the hole. You realize also those can make a knowledge local check on the runes on the bottom of the sword. But let's start with what it actually is. This is a +1 axiomatic mithril greatsword.
Oh, come on. It's not a longsword?
So, essentially what the enchantment on this thing does, first of all, it has a +1 enhancement bonus. The entire weapon is infused with lawful power. It makes the weapon law-aligned and thus bypassing a corresponding damage reduction. Deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against chaotic creatures. And should any chaotic creature try to lift it, it will bestow negative levels on them.
And it's mithril as well, so it goes through devils.
It has some powerful ways to get past damage reduction. Alright, and then... Well, I mean, fuck the D4 at this point. We've already had 2 out of 4 people roll. I'll just go down the line at this point. Susan, you're next on my list.
Let Zakana do it. He's it's been a hot minute since he's done one.
Yeah, no one wants Zakana. Be my guest. Go ahead and you want to do weapons, armor, same thing, all the above. Just wonders. What are you thinking?
Well, just wondrous would be fine.
Okay. Go ahead and find whatever wondrous item was stashed down here. I'm gonna give you the knowledge local results after we find this item too. Make a D12 and the D100. Also, I love all the viewers tonight. We're pumping up the viewers for Friday. Oh, God bless. It is my favorite slot, the slotless.
Oh,
I love slotless items. They're always ridiculous.
Black Soul Gems.
What does slotless mean?
Black soul. It's all black soul gems. All right.
Iron Stone.
What does slotless mean?
Basically, the normal magic items like rings, amulets, like you can only wear one of that kind. A slotless item is usually just something that has summonate ability, like a statue that summons a lion, that kind of thing. That you can
You have
activate.
to carry a statue around?
No, like a little statuette for those
It's
ones.
like a like
Um,
a paperweight.
So they usually just have like crazy abilities that aren't necessarily combat abilities all the time, but certainly have like very cool uses. So
Like
with
an
a
angle.
36, oh, this is actually so fucking good for your party. Holy shit. Or at least half your party. Give me a spellcraft check. Okay. Assisting up to a 17, that is going to be enough, exactly enough. So, beneath the sword, almost as if what you guys now realize, you've got that knowledge local check, you know that this is a member of the Lizardi family. A long dead bloodline in West Crown. They were killed off during like the purge of families who didn't support House Thrune. Especially because they were known to be kind of against the devils, but they have this lawful aligned sword. And beneath that, as they worshipped, back in the day, they were fervent worshippers of Eridan before the god of humanity died. You would know that this is a divine tool. This is incense of meditation. Comes in many shapes and colors, but you recognize it as incense of meditation. When it is burned, the special fragrance and the hued smoke that seems almost pearlescent as it burns. If you spend 8 hours praying next to it as a divine caster, all of your spells after that period for the next 24 hours are maximized at no additional cost.
Wow.
Pretty good.
So for Acro and Susan, if you have any spells going on, you don't need to cast them at a higher spell slot. If you guys spend that day meditating or like spend like an 8-hour period, all of them will be maximized.
Incense of meditation.
Granted, it is a consumable, but a very powerful consumable.
Holy moly, it's pricey for a consumable.
Yeah,
I
40
mean, every spell being maximized is pretty cool.
Do we need it, Lemmy?
Especially imagine if
Or
you were
should
like
we-
a full divine caster, like a cleric or like an oracle.
Yeah, or Oracle.
That'd be
Oh
pretty
man,
awesome, yeah.
I actually just I made a new character in my other campaign as an Oracle, and whew, that would be really nice to have.
Hey man, start crafting it. All right. So we got the excellent bonus loot as well as that crazy sword hidden in this empty bedroom. That brings us to the much larger room that Chuck and Lemmy were occupying before you all came in here. This appears to have once been like a private lounge. Despite the cracks in the wall, and now there are much more cracks thanks to the buffet, a sunken section of the floor where the foundation is partially collapsed, and a few other signs of the outside devastation, this lounge appears remarkably clean and almost comfortable looking. Along that back side near Lemmy, there is a full like private bar that is still stocked. Along the western wall, a long divan that someone seems to have been using as a bed sits in the middle of the room, and there is an ornate fireplace in the middle. Give me a perception or a survival check as you investigate this room.
Wait,
Oh, that nat 20 though.
His arcane eyes just sparkle.
The runes in your eyes glint with power, and you realize, judging by the movements and the patterns of stuff in here, someone was recently in here right before Lemmy and Chuck. And they're most likely through the door to the south.
I'm gonna toss up see invisibility on myself
Okay.
before we go through.
Lemmy will toss one on Chuck as well.
Let's see invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can you cast personal spells onto your Eidolon?
Mm-hmm.
I certainly can.
It's one of the crazy things
Cool.
about Eidolons.
Is it gonna ask if everyone is in position?
Well, first I gotta ask you guys, how tough are you guys?
Oh, we're tough
I had
enough.
a bowl of
I
nails
nearly
inside
died
that
once
email.
to shadows, but
Susan just eyes Zakana. Tough, huh? Tough?
well, I've got as much HP as you do.
Right, but I don't run screaming anytime I take any damage.
Alright. Fair. So, Chuck, are you flipping open that door?
Yes.
Alright. So, immediately, with See Invisibility, you are going to spot who's in there. And I'm actually going to put up 2 pictures for comparison.
They think they can run from Grotus, but they can't.
That's not what I wanted to do. Alright.
Oh, you can move the grids around.
Gonna make this image bigger. And you see a brief resemblance to the major domo of the mare. This being her true tiefling form.
Oh, I don't see anything.
You don't see anything, but that is what you would spot. She
Susan, what are you
seems to
doing
be
back there?
lying in wait, and you guys also remember this is the woman that presumably has the contract.
Why are we all outside this building now?
You're still in the building.
Am I looking at the wrong map? Not according to me.
On the stream camera, you guys are. Are all of you guys off of it?
No, we're all on.
No, I see myself.
Hi.
Okay. I would just refresh it then. It might be a glitch.
Yeah.
So, those of you who can see her right there, are you trying to, like, pretend that you can't?
No, Chuck will glare at her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She, like, hesitates for a second and looks into Chuck's eyes, like, head tilting back at the height. And, in Infernal, you just hear her say, "Oh, shit." And we're going to roll for initiative.
Good, because he speaks Infernal, too.
Oh, he fully knows that she is, like, she was not expecting to be rumbled like this. Please don't let the cool NPC have a shit roll. Okay, now we're popping. Alright. Who we got? Alright, Lemmy's got initiative. Acro's in. Zakana's in. And Susan's in 6. Alright. That means that it is going to be Zakana first. You can't see her. Do you want to delay or do you want to rush her? Or do you like... I presume you guys would... Do you guys like shout that she's in there? Or just kind of get ready to fight?
Oh yeah, I'll let the party know that we have a tiefling inside.
I heard the thing, right? Because she shouted something.
You definitely, yeah. You heard her. You heard some female, at least feminine sounding voice shout like, "Oh shit," in Infernal, as she sees a insane spirit beast that can see
Hold
her.
on, guys. She's probably a bastard of Erebus, the people trying to steal our name.
The gang that you razed to the ground.
Well, just for flavor, I guess. I guess Zakana's just gonna really quickly just toss a dagger across at the voice the moment she says something, just because initiative was so.
All right. I would say from like the side of the central area there, she would have cover for sure. I'm gonna say
Cover?
+4, so the standard cover.
Right. What if she takes a 5-foot step back?
Let me see. I would say that's a better. I would say she still has cover. We'll call it a +2. We'll call it partial, because that door. Chuck did throw that door open.
And she is invisible, so.
Yeah. So you know that she's in the back, judging from the voice here, but it's gonna be a 50% mischance. So let's roll AC first, see if it even hits. All right, so that's 17 against flat-footed, plus the 2. That is not gonna hit her anyway, so we're not gonna bother with the percentage.
Okay.
Chuck probably sees her with the invisibility eyes, like duck out of the way. All right. What is she going to do here? She looks at this beast and she's just like, in common this time you hear a voice say, "Well, when outnumbered, make them fight themselves." And boom! There's a burst of magic. She holds her hands towards Chuck. I'm gonna need Chuck to make a will save.
Is she still invisible?
This will drop invisibility as it is a targeted spell.
We don't have
Alright,
Akio to hold people. So.
Chuck kind of like staggers back, wings flapping, as he sorry, I lost my fucking sentence there. As he takes on the effects of the confusion spell, but specifically only targeted at him. It's like a side ability. With that, with her move action, as part of the move action, she is going to turn the doorknob behind her and take a short move action into the room beyond. You guys can't quite see all of it. You see she kind of runs around a corner and what looks to be perhaps like a library or something, or at least it used to be. There's a lot of shelves. But that is her full turn. Brings us to Lemmy and Chuck. Do you want to resolve Lemmy first, or do the random roll for the confusion first?
We'll do the random roll first.
Okay, go ahead and make a D100 roll. Chuck is going to deal 1d8 points of damage plus strength modifier to self with item in hand. I feel like in this case, probably just like the claws or the item.
Okay. 1d8 plus strength.
Correct.
For 11 damage.
The rest of you see Chuck staggering back and then just like rake claws across their own chest. Although strangely, not a lot of blood, as some bones are exposed beneath. Brings us to Acro.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Alright, here, I'm gonna reveal the rest of the room. You would definitely be able to see her from that angle. Just reveal the rest of that room. You can see she's like one more step away from you, essentially.
Alright. Last of my movement. And, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm going to just make a regular attack against her.
Okay. That is a
20 for 20.
She manages seemingly less with the like chainmail, almost like dress she's wearing. Less about that, more that she like dexterously dodges out of the way as the flail whoom, whiffs over her head.
That will be my turn.
All right, in that case, it's going to move to Susan. You can see that Chuck's a little bit crazy looking right now, but you saw Acro sprint after the woman. What would you do?
Lemmy, do I have permission to move through Chuck?
Yes.
Okay, just check.
Plus, confused people can't take Yeah, they can't take op attacks anyway. So like, even if he was hostile, he can't while he's confused.
Here's my double move.
All right. You see, after that spell, like, she's fully visible now. She looks pretty nervous. And you also see, like, interestingly, when she's been talking, she had kind of that, like, affected, like, oh, I'm the major domo of the household. That's, like, totally gone at this point. She just sounds like a commoner. All right. In that case, gonna be back to the top with Zakana.
Would this incur an up attack?
Yes, you can see that she is holding a rapier.
Okay. Well, Zakana's just gonna move here then. 30. There's one move action.
Yep.
Picks up the dagger on the way. Can I do? Can she do that? Pick up the dagger and throw?
Yeah, I would say you aimed like right at that square.
Yeah. Okay.
You snatch up the dagger, going for a throw. She
My gosh! Again, 17.
like hits it with the like basket hilt of her rapier and just deflects it. All right, that's gonna be her turn again. Oh, you guys are really fucking up in her face now. All right. She is gonna take a 5-foot step back, kind of backing down the hall, sword leveled at you guys. And Acro, you also have the you also have the sea invisibility on, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm just gonna have her make a spellcraft check to see if she knows that's what you have. Okay. She is gonna target Acro. You see a haze of like grayish necromancer magic spiral around Acro's face. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save. All right, 17. That is the exact DC you needed. Your vision starts to
Thank you,
dim.
Luckstone.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think about that.
Talk about luck.
The Luckstone, like you feel it pulse in your like chest pocket, and you see your vision begin to like narrow to a tunnel and dim as you almost go blind. And phoom, you snap out of it, looking straight at her. And again in Infernal, she's like, "God damn it!" At that point, that's all she can really do. She kind of just tries to settle into a defensive stance with her rapier. That's going to be Lemmy. Let's go ahead and resolve the confusion check first. Right, 61. That is going to be same thing again. He just keeps attacking himself. So D8 plus strength. Okay, so you deal that damage, and what is Lemmy doing?
Oh, sorry, he's gonna hang out right there.
Okay. In that case, let's move on to Acro, who just fought off that blindness deafness spell. Go for it.
Move action. I'm going to make her my Slayer study target.
Okay. You like make a
And
quick
then
examination of her, see the chinks in her armor.
I'll take a 5-foot step this way, and then I will make a.
I've got a question.
attack.
Okay, go for your attack, and then we'll answer Zakana after the roll.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about.
That is absolutely a confirmed crit. She tries to like hold up her rapier, realizes she has no fucking way of deflecting a big ass flail with the thin blade of her sword, moves it out of the way so you don't snap it, and just devastating hit to her ribs.
So if she's still standing,
She is
After-
still standing.
affirming a critical display, I can make a dazzling display as an immediate action.
Oh, hell yeah, go for it.
So, do I intimidate her with a 49?
I mean, do you though? Yes, absolutely, of course.
Okay. And
Is this
everyone
a
within...
count as demoralized, by the way?
Yeah, so she's shaken.
Oh, she's shaken
Um,
for, I mean, with a 49, a whole lot of rounds.
And
Without even double checking the formula, I would hazard to say she's probably shaken the rest of the fight.
everyone within 15 feet of me has to make a DC 17 fort save or become blinded for 2 rounds and dazzled for more rounds.
The
Nice.
mace like impacts, crunching and bending her chainmail out of array. She like coughs up some blood, and there's just this flash of energy. Susan just takes it without even fucking blinking. And let's
Does
see.
Zakana see it? Oh my
Zakana
god.
would see it. What's the DC?
Yep.
17.
17. All right. Zakana is blinded for 2 rounds. And
So bright.
Also, dazzled for an additional 4.
Okay. That means that Crosail is also blinded for 2 rounds and dazzled for an additional 4. Wrecked. Absolutely wrecked there. Alright, that's gonna be Susan.
She's visible, right?
Oh,
Oh, did you have anything else?
uh,
Of your crazy stack of abilities?
no, that's it.
Hell yeah. Alright, then Susan, go ahead. And she is fully visible.
5-foot step.
My question was, if you take a move action but didn't move, but you can still take a 5-foot step, can't you?
If it's a move action slot that wasn't an actual movement, then you can still take a 5 foot.
Right, gotcha.
Sorry, Susan, go ahead. Okay, only attack number 2 is gonna hit, as she's like, oh, but she's blinded. So she's flat-footed against all these. Oh, so she's gonna lose some serious AC here.
I may have something. Because I think this will, even if Susan makes the save, I think he's still dazzled.
Okay, and the penalty for dazzled.
Because it's -1 to attack rolls.
Oh, that's not that bad. Okay, so yeah, it's a -1 to attack rolls, which are bringing down to a 19, a 22, and a 16. However, with her being blinded, that 2 makes up for it, because you would have only had 1 hit, even with but now with the penalty, you still get 2 hits. First one and second one both hit, and with 2 hits, thanks to Acro, that is enough to finish off Crosail. How does Susan finish her off?
All right, so Susan punches her in the stomach, and then as she bends over, gasping for air, he takes the hilt of his greatsword and slams it down on the back of her head while simultaneously holding a dagger up from the floor.
She goes straight down on the dagger. And Crosail, the previous Major Domo, tiefling in disguise, who set this horrendous explosion into existence, is dead at your feet. First of all, let's give you guys your XP.
Susan just says, I can't believe they tried to steal our name.
Everyone's gonna get 1,200.
More than the shadows come back.
The shadows are at 800.
We're at 78.8, guys.
Yeah.
All right. I guess first things first. I assume you search her.
Yeah, let's find,
All right.
What?
We
Who's
have
probably
played D&D before. That is pretty much the first thing you do after combat.
All right. So for expediency's sake, I'm just gonna drop this full loot list in the Roll20 chat. But she has a wand of soundburst, a +1 chain shirt, +1 buckler, a masterwork rapier, a masterwork short bow with 20 arrows, ring of protection +1, and a gray bag of tricks. For those who don't know what a bag of tricks is, basically you get to pull out random animals. They pull out as a little fuzzy ball and then pop into existence as an animal. In the case of a gray bag, there is a % chance of it either being a bat, a rat, a cat, a weasel, or a riding dog.
Is this a normal? Oh yeah, the color of the bag determines.
Yeah, it's the color that does it. The later bags are fucking wild. Like the tan bag, it's a grizzly bear, a lion, a heavy horse, a tiger, or a rhino. This is just like the simple one. All right. You also find her journal, in which she has detailed information of note that you might find interesting. She has written it purposefully in Infernal, but I believe a fair amount of you do speak Infernal now. So, there had been a rumor that the Council of Thieves was doing badly. You had heard this rumor at the beginning of the campaign, and nothing had really corrected it. Like, they were struggling. That rumor appears to be false. The Council of Thieves is indeed alive and well. However, there's a problem. She writes that a schism is forming inside of it. Between...
Which part of it am I?
You would have been more closely aligned with the traditionalists. There is a new group, however, who wants to have more direct control in the city. So the old council is kind of like almost just straight up acknowledged by the government of West Crown. They're like almost an official guild.
Wait, did Zakana casually metagame drop that he's affiliated with Council of Thieves?
I believe it's where Zakana got like her training, but not like official. She's not like a full like member, like training.
Yeah.
It's how she could take her prestige class. They were like training.
Yeah.
So, but this new faction, they kind of want to like, hey, like fuck the government. We want to have a more direct control over like the money in the city and the citizens. Now, the traditionalists are led by again, it is a council. There's a lot of different leaders there, but realistically, the head of the council, Vicindio Dravenge, is the leader. Dravenge being a name you guys recognize as Shamadi Dravenge, that mysterious woman who left early in the party at the mayor's house, and who coincidentally you saw once again betting on the Hellcaller's Cup when you guys fought. It seems that she is Vizindio's granddaughter, and is not only an accomplished sword fighter, but an incredibly dangerous assassin. Additionally, it seems like Crosale has noted some blackmail information here in case she got caught by the Thieves Guild. She has written a lot about their other new leader of this faction. It seems she was working for the new faction. Not only is Shamadi there, it turns out Vicindio had a secret grandson, Icardian. He is perhaps the more dangerous sibling, charismatic and brilliant charmer who the older Dravenge kept secret because he is, at the very least, a tiefling. But Crosale thinks he is more than that. It would seem that the elder Dravenge, Vicindio, his wife, had an affair with someone who is currently being possessed at the time of conception by Archdevil Mammon. Which, in effect, would make this grandson a half-fiend rather than a tiefling. It seems, and you do not see the contract on her anymore, that the Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It seems like the Drovenge siblings, the grandson and granddaughter, want to make a new contract with Libdaga the Twin, the Pit Fiend. They hope that in exchange for freeing him, he will grant them power to take control of West Crown's underworld, and by extension, most of West Crown itself. And as she has a few more notes on things she's observed from both factions, she describes some members, and you realize that a lot of the people who have been milling around in these ruins are agents of the two factions. Either traditionalist thieves or like the new generation of the council. It
The
seems
people outside is what I'm saying.
Yeah, some of the people outside are certainly from either faction. There's probably some from either.
Okay.
Finally, last kind of thing she writes about is that she's like, okay, I got the contract, I handed it over. That being said, she's like, good riddance to them. They have to still get into the Nessian spiral and like confront the Pit Fiend with a contract. She also says that this contract is effectively a copy. It's a magical copy that was used as a backup. But she's worried that they might notice that as it is a copy, not the original, its manipulative powers have waned. So she doesn't know whether they're going to be very successful down there. She thinks the original, likely, if it even existed still, could have been destroyed in the blast she kind of inadvertently set off. It seems that this devastation was not actually her intention. She wanted to steal it, get paid, and leave.
Unintended consequences and all that.
Indeed. And with that document, she says she found a kind of key, it's written in Infernal, but it's clearly in some sort of cipher and code at the bottom of the document, and she copied what was on it onto her journal. Go ahead and give me a linguistics check if you already speak Infernal, to try to figure out what this strange note from the contract is. Chuck still getting over his confusion. It's just like, what? Luckily, though, a 21 is going to be enough, having already spoken Infernal. It seems...
I speak Infernal.
You can make a... Oh, sorry, I didn't say the 24. You would also know this, then, with over a 20. There is something else that they need to find in the Nessian Spiral. The contract's not going to do it. Now, it's unclear... I mean, this woman, Crosail, didn't figure this out. She just had this code written down. Hard to say whether the grandson and granddaughter figured it out. But you need an additional item to be able to fuck with the Devil's Prison. You need something known as the Stygian Key Rod.
I hope you all are making notes and recording all this. I'm working on party loot list.
It's okay. Worst comes to worst, I can put the list of... I made a separate list of bullet points. I can put it in the Discord later. So if anything was missed, I'll probably drop that in.
Would there be a knowledge to know what that would be?
A knowledge for the Stygian Rod?
Yes.
Does not specifically list one. However, I would say this is going to be a rather difficult knowledge local check.
Or Arcana, maybe, if it's magical.
I would say you could also substitute an Arcana check for it. Um, 33 on the local. And so the Arcana's not quite going to do it. But with that local check, you heard rumors. You guys might remember, like, the great-grandfather of the current mayor was that powerful wizard who kind of facilitated shutting down the Pathfinder Society here. It was rumored he was working on some stuff with, like, Stygian metals, which are metals that have been dipped in the Styx, which flows through the Abyss. And a rod made out of that would effectively be able to handle certain kinds of capacitors, like magical generators. The fact that it's Stygian and kind of the opposite of the pit means that having it would likely make it a lot easier to disable whatever magical things are containing the devil. You guys already know that he was rigged up to a power source, judging from that weird energy portal you found in the Asmodean Knot. It seems like, I mean, he must still be hooked up to some device like that. And if that's the case, a Stygian rod would almost act like a carbon rod in a nuclear reactor. It would make things way easier. Potentially, I mean, anything's possible with disabling kind of magical tech, but without it, it might be a lot harder. I'd say since it's just a secret item, that's probably all you would know. Not necessarily the specifics of how it functions. All right. So that being said, I mean, I'm gonna describe... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you there. I'm gonna describe to you guys the room you are currently in. There's some more doors on your right, and also one farther down. That's the wrong page. All right. So, this is clearly kind of what you already saw, Acro, when you ran in. It was clearly once a library. The majority of the books on the walls have kind of fallen on the ground. Some have been burnt. What's interesting is that a lot of them are not messed up from the explosion. It seems that, like, they have been purposefully burnt, tossed into a dented cauldron at the opposite end of the room from you guys.
Anything recoverable?
Yeah, give me a perception check in there. I would say
Susan's eagle eyes.
Jesus Christ. All right. Baroness Sakana would spot up. There are enough, not like magical tomes, but kind of regular books. But this was the mayor's house. They're pretty nice. You could probably salvage some of them near the top of the cauldron to sell. Give me an appraise check on them.
I think our appraiser just walked away to go grab some ice cream.
All right, noted. I'll just save you guys some time. Fuck it. We'll assume that you could take the time to appraise these. If you sold all of them, probably worth about 750 gold pieces, and that's a treasure item, so it sells for full. Although, with the 20 and the 37, you also hear a noise coming from sorry, wrong, this lower room on the right.
What kind of noise? Is it hissing?
Sounds like a boot scraping across the floor, trying to be quiet but failing.
Cool.
Sakana hears this.
So does the new guy want to go first?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
So big.
Oh, okay.
All right. Why don't you go ahead there, guy?
All right, as Chuck kicks the door open. Once again, I'm going to make the token big so everyone can see. But what should you spy but a halfling?
Sorry, how high is the ceiling here?
It is the mayor's house. The ceiling here is about 25 feet high.
Awesome. I'm flying. He is flying above them.
Lemmy is? Sorry, Chuck, obviously.
Chuck.
He's got fucking wings.
Yes.
Hello there.
All right. So...
Hold on, guys. Be right back.
Okay. You can see, as the door is thrown open, that this guy already has a variety of spells on him. He seems to be blurring back and forth. He is hovering over the ground. And perhaps a few others that can't be identified right away. As the door is flown open, go ahead and make an initiative roll. And I'm going to shrink this itty bitty halfling back down to size. Let's remove Crow Sail from the order because you kicked her fucking ass. Oh, baby. All right. And let's get a roll for the Wheeler Dealer. Alright. You can see currently he is still within like stabbing distance from the floor. It is still 25 foot ceilings in here. These appear to be like backup library chambers with book stacks going up to those ceilings. He's hovering about 5 feet off the floor, so still within striking distance, but he is flying. So, with that being said, Zakana is up first. What would you like to do? I saw you you move up to there, and what's your action?
Does he seem? Oh, I just moved because my the tokens were being readjusted because of Chuck.
Okay.
I was originally meant to be at the bottom, but anyway.
Yeah, you were on Chuck
Well,
before.
you're still there technically.
Ah, okay.
Chuck is like floating, so you can still be under Chuck.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna remove some of the blocker because there's just a hallway behind that door. So we know that Chuck looks like he's a little bit to the left there, but is effectively in the same 4 squares, just higher up.
Does he look hostile?
Oh yeah, he definitely looks hostile. He's got a bunch of like defensive magic, and he's holding a dagger in one hand.
Okay. Zakana's gonna cast shield.
All right. Kind of grayish magic aura spirals around Zakana, protecting her. All right, that's gonna bring us to his turn. He has enough of an angle there. What's he gonna do first? All right. He holds up a finger, and there is like a blast of black energy, kind of like black fire that streaks towards Acro. Yeah, fucking middle finger right toward Acro. Acro, what is your touch AC? Well, it's flat-footed touch, so it's even 10.
Yeah, let's go with that.
France. All right, so he hits you.
Wait,
with this...
does Ring of Protection would bring it to 12 though, right?
Yes, I believe Ring of Protection will bring it up to 12. Okay, that's still gonna hit. As this ray of like black fire strikes you, you feel your vitality seem to be pushed deep down into your core as it suppresses your vitality. You take 4 negative levels.
Yeah, I do love taking negative
Oh my
levels.
God.
Ouch.
And with a move action, he is going to fly straight up in that library room. So he is now at the ceiling.
Sorry, what I missed?
Would
Oh,
that
just
be-
me taking more negative levels.
Just 4
Nothing
negative levels.
Out of the ordinary.
Is that an attack of opportunity? Because he moved?
Chuck hasn't acted yet, so can't take an op attack.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so just a little note there. He is currently 25 feet up, but still kind of in that square room. That is his full turn. Acro.
I'm gonna shoot him the middle finger back, and I cast Dispel Magic.
Oh shit. All right, so this is a targeted dispel, I believe.
Which spell?
I believe it automatically targets the highest level spell first. Go ahead and make the caster level check. And let me double check what his current highest buff is. All right. You do get rid of one of his buffs. You couldn't see it before, it's kind of invisible, but you see he also had a shield spell up that was made of this like orangish, almost like lava-like energy, flares around him and dissipates as his shield spell is removed.
That was his highest. Okay.
It wasn't his
Then
highest,
I'm
but that was the
gonna-
highest you could affect with a 16. If that makes sense.
You see, I thought I have to keep rolling
Oh, I thought it was just one. Let me see.
because it says
Of all the
and
years I
compare
played
that to the
Pathfinder, the
with
spell
the
is
highest caster level. If successful, that spell ends. If not, compare the same. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
okay. Compare the
Repeat
same.
this
Okay.
process. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. No, you're good. I mean, honestly, after years of Pathfinder, dispel magic is like still the bane of my existence.
I'm gonna then kind of walk away because I don't want more negative levels.
Noted.
Just
You
walks
took 4 negative levels.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's
It's not a session if I don't get energy drained.
What is this guy? I missed all of that. My son came in and started yelling at me. It was a thing.
okay. So basically, kind of wheeler and dealer looking type. This is actually you guys can make a knowledge local if you have it to identify him. But it's this small halfling with like throwing knives on him, like leather armor, like a thief. And he is flying in there, shot an enervation spell at Acro and drains negative levels.
He's flying.
He is flying.
Yeah.
Not with wings,
Okay.
just with the fly spell.
I figured, yeah. Cool.
And I got rid of some kind of shield.
Yeah, you got rid of his shield spell. So he is a 4 AC lower now. Okay, so a 23, you've heard about this man. This is Abertin Vittershins, aka the Dealer. He is perhaps one of the more powerful members of the Council of Thieves, but you've heard that he never really made it far up in the hierarchy because he tends to get fed up with orders and just kind of do what he wants.
No.
He also is, with a 23, Lemmy would know why he's called the Dealer. It's not just that he's like crazy good at like dealing cards and like fixing card games and stuff. He is the dealer of punishments for the Thieves Guild. Like if one of the rank and file like doesn't pay their fee, doesn't do what they're supposed to, he's sent to like fix the problem and hurt them. That being said, he's fickle as fuck for sure. Definitely one of those like people that an organization keeps around because they're so powerful, not because they are necessarily reliable.
Makes sense.
But Akre said you moved, so then it would be Lemmy.
Yeah, that was much.
Lemmy and Chuck.
Okay, well, Chuck's gonna start off with going to claw him to the face.
Okay. Well, he is 25 feet up now, so you would have to fly up there.
He is flying.
Yeah, he said he was flying.
But he
when
has
came in.
to. There's a door. Like there's still. It's not like open wall. There's a door here.
Oh, that
Oh.
makes sense.
Like, let me move back a little bit. So like he, like was hovering within sight of the door and then went up 25 feet, so you can't see him through the wall. You could try to bust through the wall, or like squeeze through the door and then fly up after him.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's try to squeeze through.
All right. So squeezing takes basically one square is going to be 10 feet instead of 5 for difficult terrain. I'm actually going to, since you're following him up, and this is going to get a bit 3D, I'm going to go ahead and just draw a box next to the building of how high this goes. So let's see, it's 25-foot high wall or room.
Oh, it's there.
All right. So he is essentially, if we're going vertical, he is like up here at the top. That's like the vertical view of the room.
Okay.
So how much movement did you use getting? The room is technically 2x2, so Chuck could definitely fit. So you had to use like 10 feet to get through the door because it's squeezing.
Okay.
How much fly speed do you have after that?
40.
Okay, so you could definitely make it all the way up to him, however much you want to like go up the shaft, or if you want to, still have reach. Do you want
go just below him? Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so you fly up after him. You would still get that first claw because you only did one move in action. A 24, now that his shield is gone, is for sure a hit. Dealing 13. What are you doing? Just lay down and take your punishment. You freaky bird bitch.
Potty words.
Right?
My poor paladin ears.
He needs to rinse his mouth out with soap. Right, that is Susan.
Okay, so
Where did Acro Token go? Am I crazy?
yeah, that's a great question.
Are you under somebody?
I'm right above the dead corpse lady.
So Susan's
Oh.
actually on his. Because Susan's token didn't update for me either.
Gotcha. Let me
Now
just separate you
Susan's
guys a little
token
bit.
is on me. Yeah, okay.
I knew you had retreated, but I couldn't find you when I zoomed out.
Yeah, it was okay. Cool.
We can just
That's
switch
fine.
those sides if you want to have like. I don't want to fuck up your turn by changing your distances.
It's not a big deal. I can't reach him on this round anyways, but I will go into that room as move action 1, and then move action 2, drink a potion of levitate.
Oh, hell yeah. You feel your body like fill with buoyancies. You become lighter than air. As you see the halfling's eyes at the top of like this long library room, just like no, hey, you hold on down there. As he sees a paladin like floating up. That is Zakana.
How many lights are there in the room?
This room is lit with actually like magical sconces along the ceiling. So the whole room is just regular light. Not bright light, but regular.
How many sconces?
It doesn't say. Probably like a chandelier. It's like a chandelier of like 4 glowing magic orbs.
Now, can Zakana put it up with prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation can be known to douse candles and stuff. I'm gonna say Zakana would have to make either a knowledge arcana or a spellcraft check to try to have her prestidigitation overcome this kind of prolonged prestidigitation light effect. As you kind of try to bend the spell to your will.
Can I do it untrained?
Both of those are trained skills. If you don't have that, it would just be your raw, whatever your casting modifier is, which I believe is int for you.
Let's just do the raw casting.
Your magic flares, you try to knock out the lights, but it does continue.
Okay.
And that's going to be the dealer, who is Fuck, even a ranged attack is gonna set off Chuck. What is Mr. Vittershins going to do? Alright. He is going to attempt to cast defensively. That's going to be a success. He's going to fire another black bolt of energy down the length of this library. I feel like he would just go for Chuck instead of Susan because he's just right in he's probably taking up the whole shaft.
He probably doesn't see Susan at all.
I mean, honestly, you're probably right. With those wings, he probably sees, like, a glint of, like, glowy paladin armor, and that's it. Okay. Still has to make the ranged touch attack. What is Chuck's touch AC?
His touch is 14.
Ooh, he did not roll well. That is going to be... Oh! If he had 2 decks more, that would have been a hit. Chuck, like, flattens himself against the wall as the bolt of black fire just slams down into the stones on the ground next to Susan. No effect.
Perfect.
Alright, hell yeah. So that's gonna be his full turn. He's kind of stuck up there right now. Back to Acro. Yeah, I would say now that you have spells and stuff, so kind of probably worth it.
I need to check the party loot list real quick to see if we still have restoration potions.
We do.
Or that wand.
Is it like straight up restoration?
We have 4 potions of lesser restoration.
And we have a wand, you said, too?
And we have a wand.
God.
I said I'd hit the wand already, so...
Oh, I think you did have the wand on you.
Yes.
Yes.
You have the wand, so...
Awesome. I'll cast that on my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Then, I guess what I will do instead is,
Did you record all those before I erased them off the loot list?
I did not.
I guess what I'll do
You got that
is
control Z, my dude?
step into the room and I'm gonna like get within 30 feet of him. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a standard action to intimidate him normally.
Go for it. Hell yeah. What do you say to him as he's floating up there? Ooh, 31.
No.
Be afraid of me.
I'm gonna say
31. 3. Jesus Christ.
what will I say?
Labyrinth's
I'm
like,
not
yeah,
even gonna say
yeah,
anything.
lay it on
I'm
thick. Give it to
gonna
him.
just slowly like swing my flail and point to him and then point to the ground.
Honestly, that's scary as fuck. Just
Jeff, I put it in.
he
Discord.
he does not look thrilled by that action, Acro. I think he's definitely a bit demoralized right now. And in general, maybe being influenced to not want to continue this fight at all. That brings us to Lemmy. And Chuck.
Yes, I will cast Restoration, my wand.
Hell yeah.
A second here.
That's all negative levels, correct?
If they are not, if they're just, sorry,
Temporary.
temporary, yeah. And they are temporary for innervation.
Good.
So just one casting should, you feel that energy that was like suppressed in your body just flare back into your limbs.
So I need a use device there.
Oh, does it not? It's not on your spell list.
Nope.
Okay.
But I should be fine.
Oh.
I think 21 does it for a wand you don't have, or
Yeah.
don't have the
It's-
spell to.
It's 20.
Yeah, then
So-
hell yeah, you remove all of Acro's negative levels in one go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now Chuck will go all ham on the dealer.
Not Wittershins.
You know, it actually took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to realize that ham was an acronym and not just like a colloquialism.
Oh, it took me like years, dude. I used it for
I-
years before I knew.
I was like 26, 28 till I realized.
Unfortunately, the nat 1 and the 16 do not hit as he's just like, dodging out of the way.
Alright.
I did forget, we're not going to retcon it because I already gave you the hit on him. He does still have Blur active, so he does have 20% miss chance. But those two both don't get through.
But then we have my wing attack.
Both of those
wing
do get
bag.
through, though.
The buffet.
Give me
Yes.
2 D100s. We'll say only as 1 to a 20 is a miss.
1 second on that one. I gotta see what my ability he has does again.
Oh, actually, okay, never mind. Sorry, I was reading something wrong.
No, spirit touches didn't do anything on that. Okay. Right. Okay. So 2 D100s.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, I mean, his body's like this blurred, shifting, wavering outline as it moves back and forth really quick. Chuck just doesn't give a fuck. Sees straight through it. Both of those hit for a 4 and a 9.
And then we go rend him.
Does Rend? I thought Rend just automatically happened.
Don't you have to rend with the claw attack? Not.
Oh, rending does have to be with the claws. I don't think your wings can do it.
No.
Rend, Pathfinder.
I
No,
think it's
I think
claws, yeah.
rules is written. It just says 2 natural attacks. Yeah, 2
No,
or more
I-
natural
Huh.
attacks.
I have to choose it for the wings. I have it for claws, so no.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If you had to choose specifically, then yeah. I see. Yeah, it does go on to say that like format is like rend selected for claws, 2 claws. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, it's gonna be Susan, who's just levitating.
Susan is going to go 20 feet up because that is how far he can levitate, and then take an attack. And this attack is at -1 because I am understandably unstable moving in the air.
Yeah, I would say so. So you levitate all the way up there. As Wittershin's like, hey, you stay back. Be cool.
Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna turn on Rage and Spite.
Okay.
I'm guessing he's not an evil outsider or undead, so Spite won't
No.
double the damage.
It will not. He's not an evil outsider or undead. Or an evil dragon, believe it or not.
Okay, alright.
Honestly, that would be terrifying if you hit and I was like, oh, go ahead and double that. It's like, what the fuck?
He's all 3 actually.
He's a polymorphed outsider dragon.
Undead.
Undead.
So it's a 21 to hit.
Thanks to that dispel magic, that's gonna do it.
I rolled a 2.
20% hit chance.
Still
Oh,
the
yeah, good
20%. But let's see, 1 to a 20 is only what's a miss. That is for sure a hit. Is the holy anyone evil, or is it specifically
Evil outsiders,
evil outsiders?
only.
Okay.
So it's a 2 for the holy.
It's not an evil outsider, so we got that. After that blow, like he was relying on that blur to help save him. You cut across his stomach. His leather armor is pretty much rent open at this point, as this bloody gash is dripping down all the way on Akra's head, way at the bottom. Or maybe Chuck's wings are acting as a bit of an umbrella. But he does not look good at all. Which brings us to Zakana.
Does he not
Well,
make fly
magic
check?
didn't work.
Wait, sorry, go ahead.
Does he not have to make fly checks?
With how much damage he will, yeah. Hold on. What is his fly skill? Gotcha.
Down here.
He got a nat 20, so he's gonna stay floating.
Cool.
I guess it makes sense. He spends a lot of his life flying.
Imagine that. NPCs get nat 20s too.
It happens sometimes.
Does he look unflankable?
From the angle he's at, I would say you would know he's pretty unflankable, unless you had, like, flexible flanker. He's just, like, basically, like, pressed up against the ceiling with Susan below him.
Ah, okay. Can't get rid. All right, Zakana just gonna try the acrobatics up there.
Hold on to what?
Are you just like trying to acrobatics and jump and like take a hit like before you fall?
Yeah,
All right, hell yeah, that's
technically.
fucking baller.
Crouching tiger,
Oh
hidden
yeah,
dragon.
I hit against Chuck's feet and like.
He
Golden.
goes-
What a perfectly like cinematic nat one.
Holy shit! You run up, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this like crazy like triangle jump, bouncing between the walls, and I'm gonna stab him in the leg." And just the first boot Zakana puts on one of these bookshelves, that bookshelf for the past few years, some termites have gotten in that bookshelf, and it just utterly shatters. You just fucking smack your head against the wall for 3 lethal damage as you fall back to the floor.
Cool.
Incredible. I was really ready with that description of how that would work. Then in that one. At this point, the dealer is like, whoa, hold on. Let's why don't we have a little parlay? No one needs to die. What do you guys say?
He attacked us first, right?
He did fully attack you first.
Yeah. Okay.
As he says that, I mean, next in the order is Acro. Your thoughts on this
Yeah.
parlay?
Susan's gonna say it's your call, Acro. He hit you first.
Oh no. No, my little halfling.
Grotus can save you.
Send him to the boneyard.
Sorry, I was muted. Is he in the air still, or is he on?
He is still in the air.
Lab rat has opinions.
Well, I can't
Rats
send him
got
to the
jokes.
boneyard. Yeah. Well, actually, I can send him to the boneyard, lab rat. I'm going to try to send him to the boneyard. Or the graveyard. I keep saying boneyard.
I think it's the
because I'm
boneyard, right?
looking
That's Pharasma's realm.
Yeah. Grotus sent his
And Grotus's realm. Yeah. He floats
Oh.
above the boneyard.
boneyard.
So I'm gonna cast Bone Shaker. That's not super great. Also, I think I need to fix that damage too. Yeah, per 2
3d6
caster
1 2
levels.
1. Wait, what's the secondary?
So
damage?
I need
Oh, I see. Okay.
I need to roll another 2d6.
Okay, go ahead and add
per
that
2
on.
caster levels.
I'm gonna make the fortitude
Wow. 17 damage.
3 ones.
save. What's your DC? 15?
Yeah.
Fails. You
Wow.
reach up, you pull this like little sliver of like, looks like someone's like thumb bone. As you hold it between your fingers, you see, at first looks like his blur is going like hyper, like going really fast, and you realize it's his bones shaking within his body, and you start to see different like bone shards break out of his skin, and with a final like crack of his skull, he dies and plummets to the ground of this library.
Oh. Here I was all fully prepared to let him, at least try to talk his way out of it. Guess not. All right.
All right. With
sure.
that, I'm gonna give you guys XP for him, and then before we loot him and see what fucking information his body might contain, we're only gonna do, because we had a late start, we're gonna do 1 10-minute break tonight, but we're gonna do it right now.
Cool. Another ice cream.
All right. I'm gonna go check in on the baby. I'll see you guys back in 10. 2, 3.
Do you need the money though? I want to say Malachi, but yeah, let me.
I still have 34K left. 35 basically.
So the answer is
if,
no.
you, if you don't need it, we can. I think we could use it. Then we can.
Probably
Yeah.
doesn't need it.
If you're happy.
Oh yeah, I still have lots of stuff I can buy. I'm not.
And you know it, clap your hands.
I really thought that's where I was going, yeah. All right. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
I mean, I'll probably spend most of this on ones. So.
Are we returning all the stuff from the mayor's mansion back to the mayor?
Is it truly his though?
I mean, yes, it's his house that exploded.
I mean, like, did he get it? Did he get it like properly?
Yes, exactly.
Did he get it what?
Like, did he get it legally and good and all that?
Legally and legally and
I
everything.
mean,
Were they bribes?
how do you justify that kind of thought
With
process, though?
knowledge
because-
local check.
Just because his parents might have stolen it doesn't actually mean that it's not now in his possession.
But that doesn't mean they're just his now.
Yeah.
Right, but these aren't cultural national artifacts, right? These are just, candelabras and silverware.
So if they were stolen from people that are poor, they could have been middle class now.
How is our relationship with the mayor?
I mean, he talked to you
Amicable,
guys out of,
I'd
like,
say.
desperation.
Okay,
He wasn't.
Let
He
me
wasn't
rephrase
like,
the question.
I mean, he definitely
How
sought you
well
out because you were
would he get along?
powerful, but you could tell that he was, like... You could tell that he was, like, panicking. That the devil might fucking get out.
I think Zakana wouldn't mind being with this mayor, so Zakana wouldn't object too much to giving it back to him.
it's not a lot of gold worth of gear. I mean, we're talking 750 in books and 2,500 in sundries.
Also, I just refreshed the stream manager. I didn't pop up for me when it happened before, but you guys had another random item drop.
Ooh.
From Colorette.
What's
Another
in
one?
the library?
Two of them.
In that case, let's find something else in this fucking library. Has anyone not gone today?
Susan.
Susan, what you thinking?
That's true. I have not.
Just straight wondrous? What's your mood?
Let's do arms and armor only, or if I can select just armor.
Just straight up armor. Yeah, hell yeah. We can just do armor. In that
What's
case,
the
it's just gonna be, let's see, specific magic armor. It's just gonna be a straight D100.
We're looking for holy plate mail. Holy plate mail.
Did you say longsword armor?
It's actually just an armor forged out of great swords.
Yeah. Just be real pointy.
80.
I've never fucking heard of this item. Go ahead and give me a spellcraft check.
We're gonna pinch hit Accio on this one too, I guess.
Yeah, hold on. I'll tap him in a second. I'm just pulling up the thing so I can send it in a second. All right, let's get. Accio. There's the sheet. Sorry, I had her sheet closed earlier. Alright, 27. That'll do. That'll do. This is what is known. You can tell us if you don't want it, but this is what is known as a volcanic shield. It is a +1 bashing heavy steel shield that burns with an internal fire, gaining the flaming weapon ability. On command, the wielder can make the shield belch forth smoke as a smoke stick, but this does not impair the user's vision. Once per day, the wielder may cause the volcanic shield to erupt as the Flaming Hand spell in a cascade of brimstone.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Shadow of the Volcanic Shield. That's actually pretty cool.
It is. Hey guys, don't worry about writing down the wands. I had them all down on my character sheet.
um,
Okay.
It's just easier that way. So like I'm tracking all the everything exactly, and I have all the spells right up here. So
all right. So at
Yeah,
this
and you
point,
guys, are you guys okay with me not having let me pay for the wand since that's more like party loot and it's to the benefit of the party?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
cool beans. All right, I'm gonna reveal these last two. There are two more rooms you have not explored here at the bottom, E4 and E3. From where you guys are, you'd head into E4 first. All right. Who would like to explore the last two rooms? Looks like Zakana.
Somebody say something. I'm typing things.
Zakana, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're looking into this next room. All right, this is E4. This well-appointed room seems to have been recently cleaned and organized. Cracks in the wall, and in particular, a large crack on the side of the fireplace to the northeast, are the only testament to the ruins to which the rest of the house has been reduced. The rest of the bedroom seems quite well lived in. Go ahead and give me, and with a 39, I've already spotted it. There is a headboard behind this bed. That is mysteriously empty. But looks as if it probably was once a stash for something valuable.
Why haven't we found a portable hole yet, Ben?
Hey man, ask the writers of book 4.
So there was something in here, but nothing at all.
I mean, it was a very, like, you needed a 37 to spot it. So this is something that was like expertly hidden, some sort of hidden catch behind this bed, and yet it's empty. So someone got here before you did.
Oh, okay. What do you guys want to do?
Those of you have, if anyone want to, like, if anyone has detect magic, they can try to investigate there.
Yeah, I do have
Yeah,
detect magic.
Can I see if there are any tracks left or anything? Survival.
Yeah, give me a survival check. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do.
wait, why am I going there? Chuck's gonna use it for me.
You would survival. You don't see any much more, but you know that this chamber, this like board behind the headboard, used to hold a lot of conjuration magic, various items of the conjuration school. You can make a knowledge arcana check if you would like to try to figure out more specifically.
I should just get all the knowledges. I get 12 skill ranks a turn.
16. It's a lot of it was like healing or restoration magic, kind of like a last ditch effort stash to protect yourself. Is what you'd see with the 16. But beyond that, doesn't seem to be much more in this room. Although there is still the one in the front.
What's in the other room?
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check as you're investigating there. Is Chuck just kind of going in, or?
Yeah, he'll go into.
Okay. Give me a perception check as well
Without
for Chuck then. Yeah. Okay. 25. Chuck does not see anything. Neither does Zakana, which is unfortunate. As something's gonna happen here. Well, actually, how much is it for traps extra beyond the 27?
Just plus half level, so I'm a level 8 rogue, so 4.
So it brings him to a 31. Okay, that's just gonna be enough. You would be able to stop
it's a
Chuck
magic
before he hits. Huh?
Yeah, it's only a magic trap though. Only magic trap.
It is specifically a magic trap.
Okay.
You would be able to stop Chuck before he goes in there. You spot a primary defense that thieves often leave if they're magical thieves. Up on one of the walls is a glyph of
Whoa.
warding. If you disable it, it won't do anything, but if it went off, it would deal a shit ton of sonic damage to everyone in the vicinity.
Yeah, Zakana doesn't like sonic damage. Chuck, do you mind if I got rid of that first before?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jeez. So let's do this. Cracks Knuckles. Can she take a 20 on it though?
I would say
Take a 10?
yeah. You guys have you can take a 20. You guys have defeated all the like available threats in this building.
Yeah, just gonna make that check anyway. Take
Okay.
20, 20,
Thankfully,
20, 40.
you said before you rolled that you were taking 20, so you are able to disable it.
Okay. So you don't have to make a check if you're taking a 20. Okay.
No. Yeah. So basically, the way taking 20 works is essentially like it's as if you spent enough time rolling that it would have given you a nat 20. And in the game world, certain tasks to take 20 take longer than others. Like if you were taking 20 to like disable a magical trap, it's probably gonna take you a few minutes. Whereas like taking 20 on a perception check of a room, depending on who you are, like a ranger might be able to do that pretty quickly. So as you disable that, I'm gonna read you the description of this room here.
Lucky I did that.
If who did that?
Lucky I took 20 and not just rolled.
All right. So even a pair of man-sized statues are in the corners of this room, have been covered by sheets. As you do you pull back the sheets?
What do you think, guys? Odds or evens?
I'll let Chuck do what he wants to do.
I'll go odds. Yes.
All right. Both of these statues, when uncovered, are of Memon, the Archdevil. One of the Dukes of Hell.
Chuck's gonna claw the first one in the face.
Okay.
What was it?
Just slashes it across. Yeah, I mean, it breaks under his fingers. It's just stone.
Cool.
Now that you guys are out front over here, though, on this little ledge overlooking the explosion, where the pit where the explosion is, give me a knowledge local check. Or if you don't have it, you can make a straight int check. Okay.
Read it and weep, fellas.
Susan's just like looking down, like, man, that pit's fucking wild. Zakana, though,
if you look real close, you can still see Malachi's body.
it's just like, I don't know if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, but it's just like the dead Yamcha pose. Just curled up in the pit. Zakana, you piece together where the fuck you guys are in the mansion now. To your left over here, this is the ballroom where you guys had the party. And as you look to your right, you can see a recess for a door up here. That door is where the like giant floor to ceiling mirror was.
Oh.
In the original ballroom.
Does anything go up here?
Oh, so there's a secret door. Nice.
You can see like there's like melted glass and stuff there. The door behind it, it's not made to look like fancy. Nothing impressive. But it's just like solid like iron. Just black metal. And it is locked.
Well then.
Now, for long with my friend Zakana.
Does the kind of thing that she can't take 20, like she wouldn't take some time to do?
You could take
Do you
20 on this
think
one.
Yeah, take 20.
People seem to be still pretty preoccupied by the pit down there.
Yeah, so 20 minutes later.
So you take a good amount of time here. It's a complicated lock. However, as the door swings open on strangely like oiled hinges, it doesn't make a sound. It's this heavy metal door, like perfectly balanced, swings open at your touch.
And it kind of stealths.
You see stairs curving down into the dark. Although you swear, maybe it's your mind playing tricks on you, but you swear there's a faint, flickering red glow coming from down the stairs. Give me a
Guys,
perception
this
check
needs to help.
in the room, in this like stairway.
Really crappy rolls.
24. Okay.
Maybe we should come back, you think?
You see scratched into some of the brickwork on the side. Clearly looks like someone like scratched with their fingernail into the stone. It just says, "Beware the spiral. Don't let it take you."
Are the stairs spiraling?
They are just leading like deep down, like to the point where you like can't see where they end.
Yeah, just call it to the guys. Guys, I found the passageway to hell.
Just straight to the pit.
Hell?
Yeah, hell. Like, I think the devil's hell. Is that hell? Or is that the abyss? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not like
maybe his prison. Maybe that.
It looks a bit lawful side of hell.
Right, but he wasn't in hell. He was trapped in a prison. Right.
Do you guys want to come along?
We're going now.
Can
Yeah.
Chuck fit?
I mean, at the moment, there's no rush to go into this creepy door.
How does it smell like that?
It smells like straight up like sulfur, like brimstone.
Yeah, guys, it's definitely hell. Do we want to come back in 20 days after the funeral, or should we?
Approximately 20 days might be the best bet.
Yeah, after the funeral and everything. Okay.
So strange that they have already decided that it's 20 days.
Uh-huh.
Just enough time to get all their business done.
Zakana locks the door behind her again.
All right. Well,
Before you lock the door, you should hang a trap up there or something like that.
I don't have a trap though.
Or like a string or something, so if someone goes in, we kind of know.
Okay, Zakana ties the string on.
yeah, I would say you could tie something across. I'll say. All right, so is the goal to like make it so like they can't see it? I assume like it's like a subtle thing, like you've like a piece of hair in the crack. So if someone opens it, it snaps.
Yes.
I would say this is a con. Give me a sleight of hand check to set up this like trap to see if anyone's gone in.
I'm so bad at that. Yep. See, so bad.
Oh
Um,
my.
does anyone want to help? As you guys see Zakana like take out this like roll of thread, like kind of like thieves carry to like do various fixes on the go, and just ties this like super obvious bow knot to the door handle. It's like you can barely see it. You can barely see it. It's fine.
Does anyone want to do that?
If anyone else wants to try a
I
sleight of hand,
don't nuts.
any of the big beefy boys want to try a sleight of hand?
No, it probably won't be very
How
good.
good? How good is his Chuck good with his
You
bow
guys can
hands?
just take 20 on it. You guys can take 20 on it.
Look at that magic.
Sleight of hand.
Look, you guys can take 20 on it. Stop doing that. Let's take 20. I have the best roll.
But why take 20 when we could keep doing this? This is much
So
funner.
we're gonna set up
Oh
like
my
a
God.
big string with a bunch of metal cans across it, so they make noise if they pass through.
You kind of sees them trying, and it's just like, can you try again?
All right. I'll say you can do one more try without alerting anyone's presence. People are starting to stare as you just hang out by this building. One last
What's going
chance.
on here? Like, I'm trying to tie this string up.
Zakana, go for it. So 14 has not done it. Okay, I will say with Chuck assisting Zakana past the 20, you guys managed to finally take down all this like fucking like web of like hempen rope and like random bits and bobs you had in your adventuring kit in metal cans. Take it all down, set up a subtle trigger so that if you come back here in 20 days, you will know what is up. Whether someone
I
has
could
gone
probably
this
have
way.
like an alarm spell or something. I'm saying.
Does anyone have an alarm spell? Because that'd be fucking hilarious if we just went through all this and you had an alarm spell. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. That would have been perfect.
Wait, hang on. Don't we have a book of magic here too? Loot.
A book of magic?
I thought I saw that. Yeah. Book of spells.
Ooh,
You did say something about books that had spells, but a lot were unusable. But I thought that was just a treasure item for 750 gold.
Oh, the ones in the cauldron? Yeah. No, that was just that's just treasure items.
Oh, I saw on the loot list there was something about that, but I could be wrong there.
There's a manual of war? Or are you talking about what? Where treasure books?
I don't think you guys have
That's
found
okay.
any
Let's just
spell books this
go back to-
book yet.
Set up the table.
Unless it was an old one. I'll check book 3. I can just like see what spell books were available in that one. But I don't remember you guys.
We
finding
had
one
in
so
book
far.
2, we found a book of spells.
Spell book of 3 spells of your choice. 10 first, 10 second, 7 third, 3 fourth.
Oh
Where
yeah.
are you seeing that?
The party loot list on roll 20.
Row 20. Oh, roll 20. No, that was way before you joined, man. We've done been sold that.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you guys had the discussion and like priced out how much that book would be worth. That being said, did you get another spell book in book 3?
I mean, we found those books that gave us things,
Power.
right?
You found like the weird like haunted books. That reminds me, before I ever forget again, who didn't know what their book was?
I did.
Okay,
I need it.
what do you remember which one I told you it was?
I believe mine was the one about the man who was like imprisoned and then he broke out, but he was already a dead skeleton or something.
The Imprisonment of Marcus Trom. Okay. It
I think
gave
was, like,
you
bonus
+1
fortitude or will.
+1 bonus on escape artist checks,
Okay.
+2 bonus on concentration checks,
That's huge.
and a +1 on will saves.
+2 to concentration and +1 to will.
Yeah, correct.
I've got such crappy saves.
All right. Okay. So
Very nice.
got the curse book out of the way. Additionally, you guys have cleared out this kind of area around the pit of at least like the most immediate missions. There's probably gonna be more to do here later. But at the moment, for completing that, everyone's gonna get a story award of 2,000 XP.
Yay.
So we're at 80,800,
How close are you guys to the next level?
82,400.
We're
Still
out.
far.
We're got 20,000 still.
Okay. Yeah, it's still pretty far.
So are we gonna do the funeral now?
Give me one sec. All right. First of all, let me turn off the creepy music. You guys aren't essentially dungeon crawling anymore. All right. So, where is it?
Mask and goggles take the same slot, right?
Yes, I believe most masks and goggles are both eye slots. Although I will say some masks are a head slot, so it would be worth checking.
Which one's you looking at?
Oh, this mantis mask thing.
I'll look it up right now.
I've already got
It's
the
like
link.
getting visions.
That is a head slot, so it's goggle and head are two different slots. You can have.
Then don't get that because I'm gonna wear a headband of ninja too. So
Headband and head are two different slots.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're two different
Yeah.
ones. Trust me, you're going through a revelation that like every player has gone through.
But I play Skyrim.
Well, you can have a headband and then put a hat on top. It's fine.
Just a little head, little hat. All right.
Oh, can I have the mask not look like the mask? Can I mod that?
Well, as you guys decide loot for the funeral, Susan was able to retrieve his body from the pit, thanks to their lack of fear.
Delvehaven.
You guys think you bury them outside of Delvehaven? Bury them outside.
Yeah,
of
like
Delvehaven?
the Triceratops skull.
All right.
Can we put him inside the Triceratops skeleton as if he were eaten, and then the Triceratops is decayed?
As like
What are
part
the
of the
party's
funeral?
thoughts
Like,
on
is that what
that?
you're lowering him instead of a coffin?
This sounds a bit sacrilegious.
Can we hold on? No, it's not sacrilegious. It's going to be cool. Sarenway approves. If we cast preservation on his body, he won't decay, won't stink up the place. It'll be like an eternal shrine to him and his being eaten by a Triceratops.
Well, didn't Lenny wanna speak to him first?
Oh yeah, no, you're childhood friends, man. What do you want to do?
Oh, that's a fitting way for him to remember.
See, eaten by a Triceratops.
All right.
Everyone can tell that story.
You guys.
The Triceratops doesn't have a skull, just so you know.
Dig out they have this huge set of rib bones, which you kind of taxidermy around Malachi's body. Bunch of the rebels come out. Even Ariel, the elven leader, the half elf. As you guys dig a giant pit to accommodate for the Triceratops bones. Just like, does anyone?
Oh, I wasn't planning on burying the whole skeleton. I was gonna keep the skeleton on display and just have his body in there.
Oh,
He'll never rest.
like just rotting on display? What's the plan?
What the heck?
It's not rotting. You cast preservation. He doesn't rot.
Okay. So you guys go back into Delvehaven, and in that
It's a conversation piece.
hold on,
Yes.
where's Delvehaven?
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's like why you get a coffee table book. You don't get a coffee table book to read. You get a coffee table book to when you have guests over. Oh, what's
Malachi's
that?
coffee table now.
But imagine instead of a coffee table, it's a Triceratops skeleton with a body inside of it.
Well, this
Seven Ray
whole
approved?
spot right here, B2, that's where the whole skeleton used to be in your front entryway.
Oh, we moved it there, yeah.
Susan
And then-
thinks this is an amazing idea, but he is willing to be talked out of it. He's not like make or break it. I'm gonna quit if you guys don't.
No, it's a valid resting place for Malachi. He would definitely improve.
What's Acro think? Is Acros Grotus?
Acro is a firm believer in letting the dead stay dead. He doesn't mind if you like preserve the body, but Mayor should not be coming back alive, or else he will end him.
Oh yeah, he's absolute no. I wouldn't curse him to undeath. I just
No.
want him.
Well,
His soul is already in Pharasma's hands.
yes.
You cannot.
Was he converted?
No.
Well,
Chuck
just like
actually
to
brought
be
the
judged.
afterlife.
Phrasma judges all the souls, regardless of
Alright.
religion.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Chuck actually escorted him to the afterlife. So
Oh, okay. There you go.
yeah. He, just so you guys know, he is a psychopump.
Yep. Those are
Right.
for like Pharasma's. They're like kind of like Pharasma's angels, essentially. Like they're like the outsiders who help shepherd souls along the River of Souls.
Yep.
At the end of which they go to her spire and are judged for their final resting place for an afterlife.
So that's how you guys showed up, because Chuck knew.
So as you guys have this preservation spell put on the body, I'll say that's no problem. I think considering all he did, I think the rebels would like pool together the money to have that spell cast. He's inside the Triceratops bones, just kind of like looks a little at peace. The arrows that slew him are laid down neatly along this like stand next to him. Does anyone have any final words for Malachi to see his preserved corpse in the ribs?
It's a toast to Malachi.
Oh
my God, that
sounds
Martyr of the bastards of the Aramis.
Aramaeus.
You see the
Aramis.
female male leader of the movement are like in the background. They're both kind of like, just like they still hate that name, but they don't want to like say anything. At the funeral, it's like, yeah, cheers.
He died by the flaming arrows of the Aramis, shot down tragically for the better of the party.
Imagine we could have been the children of Westcount. How ridiculous.
You see Ariel just like closes his eyes. The like half elf leader just drains his fucking glass.
To the rebellion and to Malachi.
Oh, I think a bunch of the
To
soldiers
Malachi.
like, to Malachi.
Everything we do now forth, our party will be for Malachi.
I have never seen anyone shoot his load as fast as Malachi.
He shot many loads. And
The old nobleman who's like the fucking pimp. It's just like, yeah, he was a good kid. We're gonna miss him.
It's only right that an archer dies by an arrow.
Labra's just like,
Oh.
I wish his soul the best until Grotus's loving moon body smashes into Pharasma's realm and ends the world.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Be reborn in the next.
Okay. And welcome Lenny to our rebellion, I guess.
Oh, right. Everyone, this is Lemmy. Lemmy is a guy, and he's got a pet.
what does Chuck do with that?
He just doused everybody.
So proper.
Yeah, he's childhood friends with Malachi, I think.
Yes, I knew him as we grew up together.
Oh yeah. All right. You guys have this really strange but weirdly touching ceremony for Malachi. So what else are you guys doing during the 20 days? You guys have a lot of downtime here.
Shopping.
Hell yeah, fucking shop away.
Yep.
And then is anyone doing any like other downtime tasks? Like is anyone retraining anything or trying to like up their health?
Yeah, I'll be upping my health.
How do you up your health?
As in, like, recover my health.
Ah, that, okay.
It's like well you heal, but there's also another downtime activity you can do where you like train with a militant organization. Okay, hit points.
But we are the militant organization.
Yeah, so you could train with them as well.
To do what?
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to find the exact rule for it. I'm pretty sure it's like okay. It's under the retraining section of the rules. Retraining hit points. Sometimes the dice aren't in your favor when you gain a new level, and the hit points you roll are exceptionally low. Unlike retraining character abilities, retraining hit points doesn't involve placing an existing ability with a new one. It just increases your maximum hit points. So you can take 3 days at a martial academy, or with some kind of master of combat. In this case, the martial academy would be the Resistance in Delvehaven. You can take 3 days, at which point your hit points increase by 1.
Yeah, why not?
But you can't go past your max of like, if say you had rolled perfectly on every hit dice you rolled, you can't go past that max.
Alright.
And how many days does it take for one?
3 days per 1 hit point.
So we can do 6 hit points on this?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. You can do 6, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's been one of those days, hasn't it?
It's really been one of those days.
Oh, can't we just make it 21 days?
I tried so hard to do it without saying it out loud, and I just couldn't.
Can't we just make it 21 days daytime? Like 3 weeks?
Never. 20 days. And then, I mean, having set up shop in the kind of lower reaches of Delvehaven, I imagine Grizz is crafting away, right?
Oh yeah, Grizz is crafting away.
Yeah.
But if you're there to enchant, like, resto him, how are you gonna train?
Well,
Lesser
he can...
Restoration takes a spell. I can do that at the end of my training day, and then cast it on Grizz. So Zakana, you can get. You wanted to convert the Mask of the Mantis to a goggle slot instead of a head slot?
No, the head slot is fine. I just don't want it looking like a mask of the mantis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it can look like anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could definitely in a what was it? Curse of the Crimson Throne. I was like the item crafter for that party, and I recrafted my friend who was an Inquisitor of Regathiel, who has like the 5 burning wings. We just changed it to like a black and red helmet with like 5 wings inscribed on the outside.
Okay. This was gonna be the mask of the Triceratops, since it's like our symbol now.
That would be pretty dope. Yeah, you could definitely like reshape those enchantments onto a Triceratops mask shape.
Yeah. It's like mounted on our front door. The bastards of Arameus is Triceratops.
Alright, guys, any wands you think we should buy?
Zakana, you can get all 3 of those, and it would take 3 days off of his casting time.
Awesome, thank you.
How
much money do we have? How much money do I have?
Sorry, give me a moment. The total for the 4-person split of items that came in before this last bit with Lemmy.
Okay.
Oh, can we flex on the city and get a 60% sell price instead of a 50%?
With a fame check, you sure can. You guys are up to. You have it. Unfortunately, that last section of the book doesn't give you any fame points. So you're still at a plus 12. So it's D20 plus 12 for the fame check.
I keep trying to roll in the Twitch stream.
Dude, I do it so much. You want to know what's worse is when I'm trying to be on the GM layer and like shift pinging to drag you guys to a certain part of the map, and I'm just clicking shift and click on my mouse on the fucking Twitch stream. I do it like no joke once a stream, at least. 24,
Alright, 24.
absolutely a success. You can definitely flex on them with a 60% instead of a 50%. I was just like, are those the players of Larazad? Yeah, I heard they like went into Delvehaven and retrieved some crazy ass relics and are like still safe. Like, are you for real? You know they won the Hellcallers Cup? And they just like all these like crazy rumors that are all true about you guys.
Did you hear that one of its party members died?
The party members died, but they were like sniping with like a devil and still took the devil down.
Rad.
Hell yeah.
Cool. How much money do we have?
I am getting us there.
Didn't you have it already calculated though?
But now he's also he has to recalculate for different percentages and stuff.
Well, I have to recalculate based on the things
The
that
items that we took.
I have to exclude, and then Lemmy's items that he took. All right, it looks like that is. And then that wasn't included in the first place, so that needs to be. There we go. Cool. Acro gets 25,353 and call it 23 copper.
So 25353, is that correct that I put in chat?
25353.23. 23 copper.
Hey, don't spend all that copper in one place.
That's gonna be
Isn't
your
it
tip
silver?
for calculating this.
That's my
Sorry.
tip is the 23.
Yeah.
You're too.
Hey, that's a round of drinks at a dive bar in this game.
Don't worry, Grizz gets 5% discount on magical materials, but he's not actually passing that on to anyone because Grizz is still a human being and deserves to make some profit.
That's actually really sweet character development. I really like that.
Zakana gets 40,353 gold and 23
What?
copper.
Good God.
What? What are you what?
What?
I missed that. There was such a big amount.
40,000 what? I heard 40,000.
40,353 gold and 23 copper.
Yeah, you can keep the 23 copper. I'll pass it to Chris.
You guys are too kind. Thank both of you.
You should give your copper to Grizz.
How do I have
You
so much
know?
more than Acro?
You know, just really spit in his face with that.
You have more than Acro because Acro,
I took
But-
the Luckstone.
the
which
Luckstone,
was
which is
kind of
Right.
10,000
expensive.
gold on a manufacturer cost by itself.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Luckstone's pretty fucking valuable.
Because I'm like, hey, if no one's taking it, I will. And as you saw, it saved me on that
it
fortitude save.
literally saved. She could have permanently blinded you right there.
Yeah. So we saw that it already paid for
I
itself.
honestly couldn't believe, like, literally by one, only down a Luckstone, you immediately got use out of it. Insane.
What does the Luckstone do?
It's just like plus one all
Plus
saves.
1 to
It's a
saves,
+1 to
plus
everything.
1 to all skills.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wow.
It's like even
Plus
better.
1 to ability checks, which includes concentration and initiative.
Also, unrelated, during this time, you guys can make a... sorry. You can make a knowledge planes check to learn more about Lib Daga, the pit fiend that's down there, during this downtime. You can also use Arcana, Local, or Nobility, but the DCs are harder. All right, 14, 13, existing over 15.
All right.
So
Now, I have one more split to do, but go ahead and keep doing your thing. I'll
30,
give
okay.
another amount.
All right. With those various checks, you would find out the following information. So first of all, you know that pit fiends are generally like the most powerful of Hell's like non-unique devils. But Libdaga the Twin is even more powerful than most of the other pit fiends. He was an infernal duke, which puts him like just below the like all the archdevils that run the Nine Hells. It's rumored that he once served on Avernus as a guardian to the entrance to Erebus. Next, because of your high skill checks, you would learn the second tier of information, which is that the body and soul of most outsiders are one, which means that when you kill an outsider, you can't really raise an outsider again. Their body and souls are destroyed simultaneously. Weirdly enough, like a mortal, Libdaga's soul was separate from his body. So, according to legend, he has been granted life after death. He's been slain several times, but keeps rising because his soul is separate from his body. The fact that he has this like dualistic nature is why he's called the Twin. He doesn't actually have a twin devil. And finally, Libdaga is likely weakened from his long imprisonment. His use is like a source of power for the mansion. You think that even if he were to escape, he wouldn't be able to obtain full strength unless he were to consume a few fresh mortal souls. So in addition to the other stuff you guys are doing that time, that's like the research you find out about the Pit Fiend.
Okay.
They got a duke in there as a slave.
Yeah. This is definitely like, when this happened, this was a show of power by House Thrune. They're like, look, we made this deal with Hell that is letting us rule Cheliax, and we are so strong that we are binding this like unique Pit Fiend to run your fucking house. Like, it's an insane abuse of power. Like, they could have probably accomplished the same thing with like a much weaker devil.
Would this be the same, like a much powerful version of what the Hell Knights do for initiation?
Like when they fight the bearded devils?
Yeah.
It's less like fighting and more like they like literally like trapped him in this like weird arcane cage.
Yeah. Well, like the summoner, the devil trapper one.
Oh right, like they trap him in, like that ring of fire that comes when they do the special summoning spell.
Yes.
I'd say with those checks you would know in some ways it is a similar spell, just like boosted up to the nth degree. Through use of probably like a pentagram and like magically enhanced chains, you could like exponentially strengthen that barrier.
Question, Ben.
Yes.
Axiomatic greatsword.
Yes.
Not a whole lot of good against devils.
It's true, but there could be chaotic creatures at play here as well.
But it's
Could
mithril.
fight some demons.
It is also mithril.
But
That's
mithril
what I
doesn't
wanted.
deal the plus 2d6, right?
No, but since it is not a like unique magic weapon, it's just like an enchanted sword, you can farther enchant it for the price.
Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna take the 9-ring sword. Or 10-ring sword.
Oh, totally.
And reforge that into a great sword like you mentioned.
Yeah, I would say if you 20 days, if you set Grizz working on that, I think he could definitely do it. I would say it would just be he has like craft arms and armor, right?
Oh man, he's got craft for days.
Yeah, I would say just roll a craft check with him and we can see if it we can just simplify it, like, you know, what would he get because this is already a forged weapon, and he's just doing a side task. And he already is doing your magical stuff on the side. What would he get if he took 10 on a craft magic arms and armor?
So you can take craft magic arms and armor. You can take 20 on craft checks. You know that.
Yeah, I thought for some reason you couldn't on magic ones.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I would say during that time he could definitely. What does he get if he takes 20 on it? Just out of curiosity, I just want to know.
Sorry, wrong. Craft magic arms and armor. That's just a spellcraft check.
Oh right, that is. Can't you like
He would
substitute
get-
one? I don't know. I made a crafter paladin a long time ago. It's been so long since I did it.
He on a take 20. He would get on a spellcraft check for just pure enchanting. He would get a 42. Now he would also have to do some forging to recraft it into a greatsword, right?
Yeah. You would definitely need to like change the shape in a forge.
So taking a 20 on a craft weapon
Mhm.
would give him a 53.
Yeah, I'd say no problem. He could do that. He could probably knock that out in like a couple of days.
Anybody else doing any magical enchanting that might need to be happening? Because I need to schedule out Grace's time.
Yeah, I mean, I found one right now that I think I want. I'll link it to you. The price is only 8,000 to buy, so 4,000 to craft.
All right, that would actually
Um,
fit as a second half of a day of crafting for one of Zakana's projects, so it wouldn't take any extra time.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet.
That
What about
would
you,
be
Lemmy?
really nice. That's what I've found so far. I'm still looking at.
Can he
other
make wands or no?
Let me look.
All right.
No, sir, he does not have craft wand. He's got ring, wondrous, magic arms and armor, and scrolls.
Okay.
I think I should be okay for now.
Are there any last like knowledge things you guys want to look up, or any other story beats to hit during your downtime? Just because like we're almost out of time.
We are. Didn't realize.
Yeah, I got distracted too. I got into it.
No knowledges, but you guys think of any magic wands we want to add to my big list of wands we have?
Yeah, we've got quite a list of ones that we never use them.
Well, I have a decent DC for Detective Device now, so I'll be doing a lot of that. But let's see, I've got
Lead blades. Lead blades, but at a higher caster level, so that it'll last a decent time.
Ben,
Yeah.
I've got 20% off the day as well, right, from the opera singer.
I think she gave you like a 20% discount on something.
Yeah, every single day I can do it once for a name.
I would say since it's during the period of downtime, I'll say you could do it 3 times.
3 times? Okay.
Because once per day is a lot for 20 days.
Okay, so Zakana,
Yep.
I know you're trying to do that to save yourself some gold on the magic creation costs, but Grizz is going to be providing his own materials, and he is not giving you a discount. You are already getting it for half price.
No, I'm not getting from him. I'm getting more
I
long
think
swords.
he's buying something separately.
You're buying more longswords? How many-
All right. Well, for now, I gotta go be with the baby. But
That's all right.
if you
Go
have
be
more
with
questions
Zakana.
about, there are here. If you just look up the retraining rules or downtime rules, there are like other tasks you can do, like retrain your skill points, or like casters can retrain spells known. If you want to do any of those things during the 20 days, like feel free.
Sure.
And I think you can even retrain like class features. So if you're like a rage powers, like a barbarian, for example, you can like swap it out. All right. Good game, guys. I'll see you all later.
GG.
All right, man.
Good work.
Thank you.
No worries. I'm excited to see you guys dive into the spiral next time. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Have a good one.